You're watching the FCS Championship coverage on ESPN. Welcome to Big Country, Texas and Wildcat Stadium, home of the UAC champion Abilene Christian Wildcats, the number 10 overall seed in these playoffs, set to take on the Lamar Cardinals, an at-large selection from the Southland. Well, the march to the Music City starts here. A familiar foe awaits the winner of this game in the form of Stephen F. Austin, the Southland regular season champ. Played both ACU and Lamar during the FCS regular season. Hi, everybody. It is great to have you with us alongside the Iowa State Cyclone, Todd Doxson. I'm Chris Sylvester, and both Abilene Christian and Lamar enter these FCS playoffs coming from different directions. ACU won its final 4 regular season games. Lamar pleasantly surprised to be here. They heard their name called on Selection Sunday last weekend, despite losing 3 of their last 4 regular season games. Resurrection
day for Lamar. I mean, they have a great opportunity here, and that's the beauty of the playoffs. Everybody's 0-0. So what a great opportunity to get in, see what happens today.
Aiden McCown is the starting quarterback for the Lamar Cardinals. This is a young man who grew up around football. Yeah. His father spent 17 seasons in the NFL.
You're right. He's been around ball the entire time. He's been banged up a little bit this season. Finally getting healthy. He's a young guy. Had a rough week last week, but to be able to bounce back, crucial here.
Stone Earl brings a ton of experience on the other side. He's a 6th-year senior from Fort Worth who spent the last 3 seasons in the FBS.
Yeah, I had a chance to visit with Stone before the game, and he's a mature young man, already married his high school sweetheart, and 6th year, man. And I tell you what, so much of football is experience. I watched him play earlier this season, called the TCU game, and playing with the big boys, he was steady in the pocket. He can extend plays, and you'll be able to see that here today.
Couldn't have asked for better weather here to close out the month of November in Texas. 70 degrees and sunny as we approach kickoff between 2 teams that for a long time were conference foes together in the Southland. Abilene Christian, now members of the United Athletic Conference and winning the regular season title for a 2nd straight year. Abilene Christian hosted the first round of the FCS playoffs. They blanked Northern Arizona from the Big Sky last season. For Lamar, this is just their 2nd ever appearance in these FCS playoffs and the first since 2018. It was the resume wins that helped the Cardinals get here. They beat South Dakota on the road back in early September. Also had a nice win against the Southland champ Southeastern. And that's a big reason why they got in despite losing 3 of their last 4 games.
Well, that's the beauty. When you have a stacked schedule, even the last part of their season, 3 of the top 10 defenses in the entire FCS, and but that strength of schedule is what allowed them to enter the playoffs.
2 really good defenses that we'll be talking about for a good chunk of the afternoon. Here from Anthony Field at Abilene Christian. ACU in the FCS playoffs, hosting the opening round for a 2nd straight year. A budding program at this level, and away we go with round 1 action from the Lone Star State. Radrian Baltrip on the kick return. A nice coverage as his gain is limited to the 16-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over for Abilene Christian. Against this Lamar Cardinals defense, Todd, 25th best scoring defense in the FCS. They only allowed 21 points a game.
Well, that's exactly right. This is the strength of their team on the defensive side of the ball. And they have to be able to heat up Stone Earl early in this ball game, and we'll see how they do it. It's going to be interesting to see how much pressure creatively they have here defensively as well.
Abilene Christian racked up more than 500 yards of total offense in their regular season finale. Out to the wide side of the field, and a short gain on the first play from scrimmage. Dallas Dudley, a junior from Louisville, Texas, taken down by Zaylen Stoker. And ACU gets about 4 yards on the first play.
A nice little hitch route to start the game. I like that. As an offensive coordinator, just get your quarterback in a rhythm early. Nice little pitch and catch.
49 points for Abilene Christian in that regular season finale. Stone Earl on target again, and that's right near a first down. Eddie Henry, redshirt junior tight end, in his second year at Abilene Christian after 2 years at Houston, and it is enough for a new set of downs.
Eddie Henry, he's a big boy. You'll see him, man. He's kind of deceptive. Even though he's a big dude, he'll get on you quick. He tied it up the seam.
Had a touchdown last week at Central Arkansas. E.J. Wilson, right into the teeth of the Cardinals defense, gets 2 yards on his first carry. Well, Keith Patterson's in his 4th season, former defensive coordinator at high major programs, Texas Tech, Arizona State, West Virginia, and Pitt, among others. And twice has led this program to a regular season title in the United Athletic Conference. This is a rising name among head coaches in Division I college football.
Love KP. You know, I've had a chance to visit with him a couple times now this season. Just a humble guy, runs a great program.
Earl back to the air, and he's on target again. Javon Gibson, the junior, hauls in his 50th grab of the season. And it's another first down for Abilene Christian on the game's opening drive.
Well, he's a target you're going to see often. The Baylor transfer. Last couple games, 288 yards in the air. Big guy, 6'4", 215. Nice little outcut here, and you get Stone Earl in a rhythm early.
Earl has completed his first 3 passes off the play fake here. A quick check down to Jed Castles. So we see both tight ends for Abilene Christian showcased on this opening drive. Castle's second team all-conference tight end last season. Pete Rosamondo's in his 3rd season at Lamar, the New York City native, former head coach at Central Connecticut State. This is the 2nd time he's guided a program to the FCS playoffs.
He's a fascinating guy. He's built programs. I mean, took over after a 1-10 season, and just in a short couple years, really revitalized the program.
Lamar brings 4. Earl well protected and off target for the first time. Zaylen Stoker in coverage, and Dallas Dudley was the intended target. Brings up 3rd down for Abilene Christian, and this is what their offensive coordinator, the College Football Hall of Famer Graham Harrell, calls the money down. They're 47% on 3rd down this season.
Very creative, and you're right. He's been around, called plays for teams like USC and others, and you see that. A lot of trash talking early in this game too. I love it.
A West Texas legend, Graham Harrell, who finished his college career with over 15,000 passing yards at Texas Tech. There's that arm strength. Stone Earl uncorked it, and Dallas Dudley targeted for a 3rd time on this opening possession. That's the biggest play so far, 23 yards to the 37-yard line of the Lamar Cardinals.
That's a great play call. Expecting cover 2. You get that 2-hole. We call that 2-hole. You get in between that corner and that safety. Nice little back shoulder. Great placement of that football. Stone Earl, that's going into the wind a little bit. He's a wily vet. You see the arm strength right there.
Stone Earl, the 6th-year senior from Fort Worth, back where it started, spent 2 seasons at ACU out of high school as E.J. Wilson stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain on his 2nd carry. 2 years here, and then Keith Patterson takes the job early 2022. Stone Earl jumps in the transfer portal after a meeting with the Abilene Christian head coach. 2 seasons at North Texas, last year at Marshall where he was the opening day starter. Came back to Abilene Christian in the offseason. Was not promised the starting job, won it out of fall camp. He's been terrific. And these are 2 teams very familiar with one another. 14th all-time meeting. And it's full circle for Keith Patterson, who made his ACU head coaching debut against Lamar and beat the Cardinals back in 2022. Earl lofting the left side, nice adjustment, and the catch made in the red zone. J.B. Mitchell out of bounds to the 14-yard line, and ACU putting together a terrific opening drive here to begin the postseason.
But I just love the play call, man. Throw the back shoulder to big J.B. Mitchell. This kid, I was watching him before the game warm up, and you could just tell when guys have swag. He's been around Eastern Michigan, balled out there, and back-to-back state champs in high school, also a basketball player. That's like that rebound in basketball right there.
22 yards on the pass play. Abilene Christian in the red zone. It's Jordan Bond making a cut and running away from the defense for an ACU touchdown.
What a drive, Chris. I tell you what, Jordan Vaughn coming in, looked like E.J. Wilson got banged up a little bit. Jordan Vaughn might have a little more carries than predicted. Fifth-year senior, 6'3", 225. Look at that little cut back. It parted like the Red Sea right there. He hits Pater.
A 14-yard touchdown run for the fifth-year senior Jordan Vaughn. Only had 2 carries last week in the regular season finale, but he caps a 10-play, 84-yard scoring drive and the 10th overall seed in these FCS playoffs. Abilene Christian off to a nice start at home, up 7-0 over the Lamar Cardinals on a Jordan Vaughn touchdown run. Seven 0 start for the number 10 overall seed in the FCS playoffs, Abilene Christian, the United Athletic Conference regular season champ. First touchdown on an opening drive since late September. And Graham Harrell's offense into gear very early in this game. It was capped off by the Vaughn 14-yard touchdown scamper.
I tell you what, you look at Landon and Luke Rote, 59 and 62. Your right guard, right tackle. That whole offensive line just kind of washes that D-line down. Jordan Vaughn, great patience right there. And sees the cutback lane. And that's going to be key right there for this Abilene Christian offense. Establishing the run, that opens up so much in the passing game, play action game. A great opening drive, and you take that momentum these last few games of the season right on into the playoffs.
Kyler Meskey sends it away. Kendon Fusilier across the 20-yard line for Lamar. Now the offense is where Lamar struggled down the stretch of the regular season, losing 3 of its final 4, and it will be no easy task against this Abilene Christian Wildcats defense. 25 points per game allowed in the regular season, but 23 takeaways, the 4th most among FCS programs.
Well, they talk about it all the time. They say, hey, we got to get 3 defensive takeaways each game. I mean, it's drilled into this defense, and they've stepped up to the task time and time again.
Well, the young Aiden McCown at the controls. Fusilier in motion. McCown to throw on the first play, and Fusilier dropped the football on the crossing pattern.
That's a nice little crossing route. Aiden has pretty decent protection, and they just drop it down. It's a big drop, and yeah, they got to be able to respond right here. They're on the road, kind of lost some steam towards the end of the season. They got to be able to get some type of momentum here early and respond this first score by Abilene Christian.
Put it in the belly of Xavier Coleman, who crosses the 30-yard line and has 8 yards on his first carry Lamar, 416 yards of total offense, but held to just 19 points in their regular season finale last week at home against McNeese. Felt like they left some points out there, and they can't afford to do that today against the 10th overall seed.
Well, I like that second down run. I mean, Coleman had a huge hole, ran into contact well right there as well.
This is 3rd down and 2. McCown to throw, lofting it up the field, and he threw it behind Devin Gibbs, the tight end. It was covered stride for stride by Rashawn Miles, who's a Buck Buchanan Award finalist, and Lamar goes 3 and out on its first possession. I mentioned Lamar dropping 3 of its final 4 regular season games, very much put their playoff status in doubt. Abilene Christian, the automatic qualifier from the United Athletic Conference, sharing the regular season title with Tarleton State, the number 4 overall seed, but won that head-to-head matchup here in early November, and that wound up being the difference in the auto qualifier for the UAC. Nice punt that bounces down to the 23-yard line, and that's where Abilene Christian will take over. 7-0, the Wildcats in front as we settle in from Big Country, Texas. On the FCS, it's always special to still have a season ongoing during Thanksgiving, and Lamar got together to celebrate Turkey Day on Thursday. Great gathering for a group that's hoping to hit the reset button here in the FCS playoffs after dropping 3 of their final 4 regular season games. That brings me to Todd, and what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
That's a good question. You know what? I've noticed about myself as I've gotten older, I'm more and more of a stuffing guy. When I was a kid, I hated stuffing. All of a sudden, you throw the right kind of gravy on that stuffing, little turkey.
Sure.
It's interesting, though. I never really eat turkey the rest of the year, but how about you? Where are you at?
I'll do deli turkey, but sure, no, a turkey burger every now and again. But no, I'm traditional turkey.
Yeah.
Have your choice of meats on Thanksgiving. I'm rolling turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, a lot of starch.
The key is the gravy. You got to have the good gravy.
Abilene Christian's second possession. And Wildcats starting this drive at the 23-yard line. Stone Earl, their 6th-year senior quarterback, 6 out of 7 for 67 yards on their first drive.
I like the energy from Jaden Marone, number 27. He gets into that tackle. That's what you need, man. I mean, you need a defense to stiffen up here. That first drive, it was like a hot knife through butter.
Abilene Christian, they've featured 3 different tailbacks already in this game. Over the middle, it's deflected and incomplete. Eddie Henry, the tight end, the target. Braden Faulkner, a senior in his 4th season with the program, a leader among this defense, broke up the pass.
It's a fantastic play. He wanted the pick right here. You can just see right here, plenty of much time, and then all of a sudden, right at the last second, we always make fun of linebackers too. It's like, all right, guys, that's why you play linebacker. But I tell you what, Braden Faulkner, one of the key leaders on this defensive squad for Lamar, and we talked to Coach Pete. He just went on and on about how much he loves him. And
on 3rd down, it's a deep ball, middle of the field. Gibson makes the catch.
Wow, are you kidding me? That ball just was floating up there forever. It just goes in high point, so you're going to take a look at the replay. Stone Earl just heaves it, and that's what you want out of a receiver, right? You don't wait for the ball, time it right. That's a basketball play right there, going for the rebound, selling out, and secures the catch. Gigantic play here for Abilene Christian.
43-yard pass play on 3rd down. And it has been the money down indeed early. Middle of the field, it's Gibson again, who gets 8 more yards on the play.
Well, you're right. These 3rd downs, 2 key 3rd down conversions on these first 2 drives. And that's the difference, I think. A lot of times, Abilene Christian seems like they've kind of been behind the 8 ball a little bit. You can see right there, Javon Gibson, 188 yards. Last week, 100 yards before. He's picking up where he left off.
Got a touchdown in both of those games. 2nd season at ACU after 3 years at Baylor. This is Jordan Vine, who had the touchdown on the opening possession and picks up 1st down yardage on his 2nd carry.
I like the patience of Jordan Vaughn. We saw that in his touchdown run, Chris, where that defensive line's kind of fading to the left, cuts back, real patient. You saw the patience right there to pick up the 1st down.
Stone Earl already over 100 yards passing. Here on the 2nd possession for Abilene Christian. Set up the screen. Hut Graham, just his 3rd catch all season, and puts Abilene Christian in the red zone with 5 yards on 1st down.
I like it. Just a nice little quick screen. Like you said, Hut Graham was watching him warm up for the game, and I like Stone Earl. Just the little things too. Notice as he kind of drops back, he's looking the other way, then drops that quick screen down.
First catch since mid-October for Hut Graham, who was a defensive back out of high school at Texas Tech for a year.
See what happens right here. You got 2nd and medium. I'm going to take a shot in the end zone here.
That's exactly what they'll do. Middle of the field, on target, Radrian ball trip, touchdown.
Was he doing the stanky leg right there too? I love it, man. I love this game. Nice little seam route, ball trip, the speedster into the end zone.
And Stone Earl is back there in the pocket, absolutely dealing through ACU's first 2 touches. They have put it together a clinic.
That's what I like about good weather games too, Chris, right? Just turn it loose offensively.
How about a 14-0 start for Abilene Christian in the opening round of the FCS Championship. 7 plays, 77 yards. Radrian Balltrip calling in his 4th touchdown of the season.
A little delay right to the slot for the house call, baby.
Back in Big Country, Texas, a 14-0 start for Abilene Christian. Adrian Balltrip capping a 7-play, 77-yard drive. And you get to this win-or-go-home juncture of the season. You put a little more on these early game situations. Lamar, a team that really struggled down the stretch, losing 3 of their final 4 regular season game. Winner takes on the Southland champ Stephen F. Austin next week. And for Pete Rosamondo's group, already trailing by 2 touchdowns here, they've got to see something on this next possession.
And you got to be really careful, because if you go down 2 touchdowns and now you're just trying to throw the ball the entire time, I've been in that position as a quarterback, and it's not fun. That defense pins their ears back, and Aiden McCown would have, it's going to be a nightmare for him. So they got to be able to still, I mean, it's a ton of game. Got to be able to run the football as well, mix it up, little play action. But they got to get something going here really quick.
Lamar 3 and out on its first possession. Second FCS playoff appearance in program history. Reached the playoffs for the first time back in 2018. They've been an FCS program since 2010. Located down in Beaumont, Texas, about 400 some odd miles from home here in Abilene. And Aiden McCown, the redshirt sophomore from Rusk in East Texas, facing a 14-0 deficit early on the road. Son of the 17-year NFL quarterback Josh McCown. Older brother is the starting quarterback at UTSA. As that one goes backwards, Will Schaefer with a tackle for loss for Abilene Christian.
Will Schaefer, again, one of the standout defensive players. Last year, all kinds of awards, and of course, RJ Miles is his partner in crime this year. And these two together, I mean, they are a phenomenal bunch. They kind of made the switch from the 3-3-5 to the 4-3, and so these guys both together have been studs on this defense.
On 2nd and long, the ball's on the floor. Abilene Christian has it.
Oh, wow. Noah Mangum right there.
Noah Mangum, the redshirt junior cornerback, transfer from Northern Colorado. And it's a disaster early for Lamar.
Doing gymnastics, celebrating off the field. This guy is limber and deadly. That's not easy to do. Not only did he get the sack, the strip sack, I think he got the recovery as well. This guy is doing it all here for this defense. Just the blind side, the bam. And then pushes Aiden out of the way to get that football. What a headsy play right there. And this is a hungry football team and full command here today.
Keith Patterson told us earlier this week, Abilene Christian feels like they can beat anybody in this playoff field. Designed to run for Stone Earl. First time we've seen the quarterback take off, and wrapped up by Jackson Bandy. So a possession that begins in the red zone, and you figure Abilene Christian in the driver's seat to go up 3 scores here early.
Well, Jackson Bandy made a great play right there, Chris, because there was no one on that backside. I like the Q draw, that Q counter draw. That was a great play call. Good job by Jackson Bandy. That would have been a house call for sure. And Stone Earl's he's not scared to run the football around this red zone area either.
Ball trip on the screen, and Lamar gets there quickly. Short gain will set up 3rd down. You feel like holding these guys to a field goal attempt in this situation would be a big win for the Cardinals defense.
I agree. Stone Earl, I think he had 5 total touchdowns last week. I think 3 of them on the ground. Whether it's quarterback sneak, these Q draws, Q counters, Q powers. I like that. Even this formation right here, Chris, you spread them out. Now you look at the box. Okay, how many do I got in the box? I got 5 in the box. He's going to throw the football right here.
Here's the money down for ACU, and nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Stone Earl with a rare misfire in this opening quarter, and well, Lamar's defense will force Abilene Christian into a field goal attempt. Paul Omodia, the redshirt sophomore, transfer from Illinois State. nearly picked off the pass.
It's good coverage right there. We call that combo coverage. Anytime you're in the red zone area, you see a lot of picks, a lot of rubs. When you combo it, kind of switch off that receiver, should have been picked.
29-yard attempt from Brandon Perez. And it's a 17-0 start for Abilene Christian here in the opening round of the FCS Playoffs.
Brandon Perez made the biggest field goal of his life as time expired to beat Tarleton State. Such a huge play. The cool thing about that story too, Chris, is earlier in the game he missed a 45-yarder.
Right.
And now the game's, on the line. It drills the 47-yarder for the win. And I tell you, that was a key part of this whole entire season. We always make fun of kickers, but that kicker right there, he's a baller.
So a possession that began in the red zone. Abilene Christian settles for 3 points. A school that's been around for over a century here in Big Country, Texas. More than 7,000 students. And the number 10 overall seed in these FCS playoffs. Narrowly missed out on an opportunity at a bye and an opportunity to host in the second round, but just missing out on that. We'll head to Stephen F. Austin if they can hold on to this big lead early. This has only been an FCS program here in Abilene since 2013 and really on the rise here under Keith Patterson. Kendon Fuselier try and spark Lamar on special teams and crosses the 25 on his second kick return. Stone Earl has opened 11 of 14 in this game, and back where it all started, this was Keith Patterson's initial meeting when he was hired in early 22 after being on staff at Texas Tech. Stone Earl, after this, decided to jump in the transfer portal. 2 years in Denton at North Texas. Last season at Marshall, where he started 5 games. And not often do you see this in the frequency of the transfer portal, somebody going back to where it all began.
I've been waiting all telecast to say this, full circle Earl. Get it, Chris? And well, it's really cool to see, and I've been in that position. When a new coach comes in, what do? Do you stick it out? Or do you go check out other place? And he had opportunities. I like what KP said. He's like, I'm never gonna get mad at a guy that wants to go take a shot at another program and see what happens. And he's got the talent, and played a little bit, played pretty darn good. But wanted to come back, and boy, for KP, he's been a great leader on this football team.
And Devin Gibbs, the tight end. Long strides across midfield. It's the first down for Lamar, and a big play for the Cardinals to the Abilene Christian 45, 26 yards to the first team All-Southland tight end.
Big Devin Gibbs, I love it. A little play action. Get the football in his hands. He's a former quarterback too, athletic, knows the game well. And he's definitely going to be a big target for Abe McCown here today.
Lamar badly needed that explosive play through the running game, through the passing game rather, after going 3 and out on their first possession and turning it over on their second. I feel like they need some points here late in the first quarter, trailing by 3 scores.
Well, I like Devin Gibbs. I mean, again, he's 6'6", 251. He's been around. He's wily. Great target.
Xavier Coleman finds a crease, has a first down. The senior tailback from Willingboro, New Jersey, in his second season at Lamar after 2 years at Boston College, and gets a dozen on that carry.
That's the second time we've seen this play. You see the offensive line. Look at big 79. I love it. Reggie Brooks leading the way.
Lamar starting to play with some pace as Coleman carries again down to the 23-yard line. Gets 8 more yards on that carry.
Look at, Coach Rosamondo, I like that he's an offensive line coach. He's calling the plays, and he understands. Man, tempo, get in a rhythm, run the football. You got to be able to do that to get back into this game.
We'll go back to Coleman on 2nd and short to set up 3rd and 1. Alex Bowman, redshirt junior defensive tackle for Abilene Christian, made the stop. Keith Patterson who's got a big defensive background. Mentioned his D coordinator stops at Texas Tech, Arizona State, West Virginia, among others. Heavily involved in the defensive play calling and known as a very aggressive defensive play caller.
Yeah, exactly right. He actually said last game they were kind of maybe laying back a little bit too much. Coach Holt, who's usually more the conservative one.
Abilene Christian stonewalls Joshua Robinson on 3rd and short, and it sets up 4th down.
I love it. Oh, man. That's my kind of guy. Will Schaefer just sticks him and then does about 5 to 7 push-ups after it. Look at that's an aggressive, talk about aggressive play call. Man, Will Schaefer just knocks out 5 to 7 push-ups. This is my kind of guy. Big 23, there's Zion Fonua in there as well.
Well, Lamar, no stranger on 4th down. They've went for it 28 times on 4th down in the regular season. This is 4th and a yard and a half. Xavier Coleman spun down for a loss. Will Schaefer gets in there again. And Lamar comes up empty.
Oh, are you kidding me? What? I mean, he timed that perfectly. Just look at that. Just bobs and weaves right around that center guard area, right in that A gap. Will Schaefer, RJ Miles, these guys making plays. Oh.
Abilene Christian could not have ramped up a better start in this football game.
That's hard to do right there too. Timing up that snap. I mean, that's hard count right there. I think Will Schaefer's probably offside. He rolls the dice. Speaking of being a little aggressive and taking shots defensively, great play call defensively, executed perfectly.
Could be the final play of the quarter as Earl zips it over the middle. Javon Gibson having a monster opening quarter and takes it up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the pass play as Gibson approaches the century mark, and Abilene Christian puts together a 15-minute masterclass here in round 1 of the FCS playoffs. It's all Wildcats after 1. Long history between these two programs. Back when Lamar was Lamar Tech, Abilene Christian was Abilene Christian College. They played in September 1963, the first of now 14 meetings. Now, the game was a little different back then, just a few years before ESPN Plus got on the air. And Abilene Christian blanked Lamar in that contest 25-0. They'd go on to be Southland Conference foes together through the 2010s as they both elevated to the FCS. And now the 14th all-time meeting. Lamar has won 13 of the previous 23, but it has been all Wildcats all the time here through one quarter. Abilene Christian racked up 183 yards on their first three possessions.
Yeah. Offensive coordinator Graham Harrell is hot in the first quarter, trusting his quarterback, making plays, getting aggressive. That score back in the 60s is kind of like similar to the flow of this game so far.
Well, Abilene Christian, in their first ever FCS playoff game a year ago at home, shut out Northern Arizona 24-0. They lose to the eventual national champs, North Dakota State, in Fargo round 2. Winner of this game draws the Southland regular season champ Stephen F. Austin in East Texas next Saturday, the other side of the state. Here's a seam. Rovan Banks back into plus territory and finally taken down at the 39.
You don't want to let Rovan Banks get loose. He's a 10-5 100-meter kid. You see right here, good job by the offensive line. Look at the crease, north and south, and I like that, Chris. I like running backs that don't dance around, man. They north and south, hit that hole. That's what you get out of Rovan Banks Jr. 22, 200-meter guy in high school.
Redshirt junior from Tulsa. As they bring Dudley in motion, Banks with a stutter step and pushes the pile for a few yards on first down. We talk so much about Graham Harrell, Abilene Christian, the passing attack, Stone Earl at the controls, but this is a terrific stable of running backs, and we've seen all three of them showcased early in this game.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see, E.J. Wilson got banged up early. I'm wondering, looked like he maybe just tweaked his ankle. Be interested to see if he can bounce back, but you're right. You got big Jordan Vaughn, 6'3", 235. And then you go to Rovan Banks, 5'8", 200. Nice little combo.
Tight pocket as the check down goes to Jordan Vaughn, who tight ropes the sideline and picks up a first down for Abilene Christian. Edward Gilds finally forced them out of bounds, but it's another nice pass play, a dozen to pick up a new set of downs for ACU.
Well, I tell you, that's a small play, Chris, that a lot of people overlook. That's a veteran quarterback taking what the defense is going to give him. The check down to Jordan Vaughn is effective. I mean, you get big Jordan Vaughn out in the flat right there. There's no corner that's going to come up and try to enjoying tackling 235 pounds.
Lamar, the 15th best passing defense in
Got
the
him.
FCS. Back right corner of the end zone, bobbled and incomplete. Javon Gibson tried to make the adjustment as he went over the top of Caleb Holmes, the cornerback, in coverage. And the initial ruling on the field is incomplete.
Yeah, I think they got the call right. You see him juggling right there. He might have, that right foot might have came down. I don't know. What do you think, Chris? It's close.
Very, very close. Obviously, the call on the field working against Abilene Christian. And you just don't know if there's an angle that can conclusively show that he fully controls the football while having a body part in bounds.
He might have had it.
Stone Earl in the offense, they're kind of hoping the replay booth stops this, but the officials on the field will continue play. On second down, it's Jordan Vaughn trying to find some room along that right side and only gets 2 yards on the carry. So third down, the money down for Abilene Christian, 2 out of 3 today. But here's Lamar in another situation where they'd like to hold the Wildcats to a field goal attempt.
Well, here's the money down. We talked about this. And if I'm Graham Harrell, I'm going to give Javon Gibson another chance, right? It looked like he might have came down with that in the end zone. Let's go ahead and throw it up to him again. See what kind of coverage they're going to come out in. They man or they zone. Looks like Javon Gibson's going to be bracketed here. You see 19 for Lamar. So now what do? I maybe go to a run, maybe an out, cut the other side. See what happens.
3rd down and 8.
Nope, going to throw it anyways.
Back to the end zone. One-handed catch. Touchdown.
What?
Javon Gibson.
Unreal. No way. Wow. What a ball. What a catch. I thought they were going to go away because I thought they were bracketing. Look at it. They stacks him. And then that right hand, lock and tuck, comes down. Like, that's how I do it. Yep, that's how I do it. Wow. The defensive coordinator for Lamar getting a little upset, saying maybe it was juggled, but
Pete Rosamondo wants this to head up to the replay booth. Unlike the incompletion on a similar throw a couple plays prior, this is now working in favor of Abilene Christian with the call on the field a touchdown.
Wow. This is high drama here in the FCS playoffs, round 1, and this is a talented offensive group. Javon Gibson, the transfer from Baylor, showing you 6'4", 215. Says, hey, just throw the ball up and we make a play.
And Lamar didn't allow more than 3 touchdowns in a Southland game this season. If this stands, it's 3 touchdowns, well shy of halftime for Abilene Christian. And I don't see why it wouldn't stand.
Yeah, I mean, he caught it in that right hand, Chris, shuffled it to the left, but he still had another foot in. See the right there, and he kind of taps it to the left hand. And his right foot's in when his left foot or his left hand has the ball. That's a touchdown. And that's probably a touchdown on the previous one as well. So he scored 2 touchdowns on this drive.
Well, he'll only get credit for one, but it's plenty for Abilene Christian to stretch this lead to 23-0 if, in fact, the call on the field stands. And what a first half it's been for Javon Gibson, who's already got 5 catches for 98 yards.
Well, and that's kudos to wide receiver coach Joel Filani as well, because that route, Chris, was perfectly ran. There's a nice little speed release to the outside. He stacked him. That means the receiver's in front of that DB now, puts that DB in a precarious position, and then you just see the speed and the size take over.
Michael Davis, the referee, confirms the call on the field. And Abilene Christian starting to pour it on here in the opening round of the FCS playoffs. Almost 250 yards of total offense already for this group against one of the best defenses in the FCS.
Well, they came correct here early on in the game, and I think, for KP, Coach Patterson, I think that was a point of emphasis. Guys, let's not put ourselves behind the 8 ball. Let's go ahead and get some momentum early, see if we can't put an entire game together.
24-0, the lead for Abilene Christian. The Wildcats have been dominant early here in round 1. An all Lone Star State showdown here in round 1 of the FCS playoffs. Stone Earl and Abilene Christian putting together an offensive clinic this first half. 241 yards of total offense, a good chunk of that through the air. And while Javon Gibson has been the leading pass catcher, Stone Earl has already found 8 different receivers through 4 possessions of this game.
Spread the wealth, baby. Get everybody involved. That's how you get your offensive squad loving the Q. I always love doing that, man. You know, drop it down to a tight end, maybe even a fullback out in the flat. Of course, your receivers. When you get a hot hand like Javon Gibson, I mean, these last few games, he's been on fire. Get him the rock.
Short kick takes a bounce. Lamar fortunate to get hands on it. Edward Gilds, the junior free safety on special teams, dropped at the 17. Stone Earl, 6th-year quarterback, and he has looked like a steady veteran back there today.
It really has, and Graham Harrell's done a great job with the play called. You can just see their chemistry develop over the season, and the confidence of there's the deep post right there. You got a guy that's 6'4", 215. Throw the ball up, see what happens. And of course, there's the seam route. Here it is right here. Just perfectly stacks the DB. The right hand to the left hand. Pointing to that ref. This time I got it.
Lamar has been held to just 48 yards of total offense. A quarterback design run. McCown bounces to the outside and wrapped up after 8 yards on the carry. Where does this comeback attempt begin for the Cardinals?
That's tough. You know, again, you can't just go right to the pass. You can't just abandon the run, right? And I like the call. A nice little Q run on first down. And McCown, I was able to observe him before the game, Chris. He's a good leader, getting his guys ready, and just got to stay steady. Plenty of game left.
McCown being chased and has to throw it away. Nobody in the vicinity, but got out of the pocket. Christian Oku brought the backside heat as Abilene Christian dialed up another blitz from the secondary. We've seen that a couple times in this game.
Yeah, super aggressive and true to nature. You know, Coach Patterson's he's a guy that's gonna bring the heat. It's funny he talked about his relationship with Coach Holt and how they yin and yang. They kind of like a good marriage, man. They opposites attract and they complement one another, and see him really close.
On 3rd and 2, McCown zips it to the 30 and on target to Isaiah Jones, and a senior who caught his first touchdown of the season last week, his 4th year at Lamar, and the 6-yard pickup, plenty to move the sticks for the Cardinals, who have their 3rd first down of this opening half.
It's a big conversion right there, just a simple hitch route against man.
McCown keeps it on the option run, and Chris Wright trips him up after 2 yards on the carry.
I like that. I like the play call. A little zone read, just pull it as a quarterback. Anytime you can pick up 2, 3, 4 yards on first down in the running game, it keeps that defense honest as opposed to just pinning their ears back. And again, they got to be able to run the ball effectively if they want to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, McCown with time in the pocket, trying to get it to Fuselier, and that's a catch right at the sticks for a first down Cardinals.
Heck of a catch. Little comeback route, kind of redeems himself. He had that early drop on the crossing route, able to come back. And
second team All-Southland Kendon Fuselier in back-to-back seasons. Nothing doing on the first down carry. Now, Aiden McCown was part of a 2-quarterback system early in the season for Lamar. They rolled with McCown and Robert Coleman, who had started every game each of the last 2 years. Pete Rosamondo's first 2 at the program, but Coleman went down earlier this month with a broken collarbone, and that's left the young quarterback, Aiden McCown, to handle the quarterback duties all by himself.
Yeah, there's good and bad with that, right? As they get a nice pickup, but I've been in a time where I have an older quarterback and a younger quarterback, and sometimes it's tough, right, Chris, to get in a rhythm, you know? And so to be able to have the reins now, Now he has time to develop. Yeah, just a young guy, he's a sophomore. And sky's the limit for him. Talked about, he grew up in a football family. Brother, I think, is at UTSA, successful there. So he's got time to progress, to mature.
Play clock winding down here for Lamar on 3rd down. They'll put it into the belly of Coleman, and he's stacked up after a yard. Rashawn Miles, the Buck Buchanan Award finalist, the former Northern Illinois linebacker, made the stop, and it's decision time on 4th down. Lamar will punt.
Rashawn Miles, you talked about him, otherwise known as R.J. Miles. When he first got here, we talked to the coaches. We talked about how he was a little overanalyzed things a little bit when he first arrived, but super coachable, humble, and he's grown so much. You see the fruit of it here this season.
Tyson Williams signaling fair catch across the 10. And that's where Abilene Christian will set up shop on the other side. It's all Wildcats here in round 1 of the FCS Playoffs. Opening round of the FCS playoffs, Abilene Christian up 24-0 here over Lamar. Elsewhere in the football championship subdivision, Rhode Island, Villanova, Youngstown State, South Dakota State with some big leads. I think the most surprising score ongoing right now is the Pioneer Football League champ Drake at the 11th overall seed South Dakota from the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Deadlocked at 10 in the second quarter from Vermillion.
How about that, Red? Lamar, you know, they knocked off South Dakota. I think they were number 4 at the time early in the season and got their hands full with the Drake, Bulldogs?
Yeah, Drake Bulldogs.
Okay, boys.
It was a big late season win that took Presbyterian out of the top spot in the Pioneer Football League. And Drake sneaks in there and trying to make some noise against the South Dakota Coyotes. All right, Abilene Christian. Seemingly they can do no wrong. And if they keep on rolling, they'll be set for a rematch with the Southland champ, the 7 seed Stephen F. Austin in Nacogdoches, Texas, on the other side of the Lone Star State next weekend.
Oh, I love it. That's just fun saying the name of that. Nacogdoches.
Stone Earl on second down, pressured, spins out of a sack, and got back to the line of scrimmage somehow.
That was a little Houdini-act right there, Chris. I'm not sure how he got out of that. It's like David Copperfield back there. It's a nice little spin cycle. Got a good feel of the pocket, right? Whoop. Nice little spin there. So what interesting, too, Stone Earl's at his best is when he's scrambling. In fact, Coach Patterson made a cut-up. He asked one of his film guys make a cut-up of showing how when he scrambles, he's at his best. Just remind him.
Long throw, dangerous pass, intercepted. Caleb Holmes, the freshman from DeSoto, Texas, with a big-time takeaway for Lamar's defense.
Wow, it's exactly what Lamar needed right there. They had to have some type of momentum shift to get back in the game. And they look to the true freshman able to make the biggest play of this football game thus far.
At the 22-yard line.
It's just a comeback, and that's a tough play too. As a quarterback, you're throwing that comeback from the opposite hash. And if that's not on time, just maybe a hint late. Caleb Holmes jumps on it, times it right.
19th takeaway for Lamar's defense. Now you feel like this offense has to cash in.
Absolutely.
They start at the Abilene Christian 22. It's a designed run for McCown, who's in the red zone at the 19 with 3 yards on first down.
I like what's happening here when it comes to the offense here for Lamar. Get your quarterback involved a little bit more. Put some more pressure on the defense. Anytime you talk to any defensive coach, Chris, when a quarterback is running the football, all of a sudden you got to defend all 11 players.
Xavier Coleman inside the 15, a few yards shy of that line to gain. It'll set up third down for Lamar. The Cardinals just 1 for 4 on third down in this first half.
Well, this is the struggle right here, right? What do you call? I mean, last couple of times they tried to run that football third and short, fourth and short. You got blitzing linebackers. Do you pull right here, right? Maybe run a little naked, some type of play action. Or do you just say, hey, I don't care. We're going to try to run the football regardless of what they're going to do defensively.
Now plug in Joshua Robinson as the feature back. On the end around, it's Blake Thomas out to the edge and escorted out inside the 5. The freshman Blake Thomas, just coming back from a broken collarbone, hasn't played since late October, and Lamar turns to him on third and short to put him on the doorstep with first and goal.
I love the play call, and are they just stoked to get Blake Thomas back, and that's why you see it, right? He's a threat from the speed side. I like it. No longer try to bang it up the middle. Let's try it outside.
Lamar threatening for the first time today. It's Robinson lowering the shoulder, pushing the pile. And marked short inside the 1. It's second and goal. Chris Herpin, among others, got in there for the Abilene Christian defense.
Great play called. The head coach, Pete Rosamondo, again, he's an offensive line coach. He's like, all right, fellas, we're this close. We got to grind. This is up to you, the offensive line. And he talks about his offensive line, how much he loves them. They're weight room guys.
It's Robinson making a cut and stopped short again. No gain on the play. It's third and goal.
Oh, I love this. This total power struggle. You got Pete Rosamondo, the offensive line coach. Let's run the rock. And then you got on the other side, Keith Patterson preaches stopping the run, make a team one-dimensional. What do you do here, Chris, right? You try to punch it in, maybe a little speed sweep, a little play action. I like play action right here.
Out of the pistol, it's Coleman. Plunging through the middle.
So close.
And stopped short again. It's fourth and goal.
Oh, wow. Q sneak. Go Q sneak.
Lamar lines up quickly on fourth and goal inside the 1. Xavier Coleman is drilled for a loss. Will Schaefer. And Lamar is turned away again.
Will Schaefer. That's the second time that's happened. That 4th and 1, same exact play call. We are sending Will Schaefer. He's going to time it up. I don't care if you're going to try to go quick tempo. I'm a wily vet. I know what's happening. Wow, look at this. Back-to-back defensive plays. Oh, wow. What a game.
ACU's defense still pitching a shutout here in round 1 as they stop Lamar at the goal line. Keith Patterson, in his 4th season at Abilene Christian, led this program to its first ever FCS playoffs a season ago. They shut out Northern Arizona in the opening round last year, and their defense holding strong after a goal line stand. Still a goose egg in the point column for Lamar, and this defensive-minded program has flexed its muscle on that side of the ball early.
For sure. He's stoked as a defensive guy. Goal line stand. Senior linebackers making play after play. It's a power struggle, and they come up victorious there on the goal line.
Now the offense takes over, taking that snap from the end zone. It's Jordan Vine. It gets him some breathing room across the 10.
But one thing, too, Chris, that I really haven't mentioned a whole lot is the veteran offensive line. You got the big twins, of course, coming from Washington State, but you got Texas Tech, guy from Maine. You got really, really good offensive line, and they've had a lot of starts together. And what you see is over the last couple of years, that cohesiveness of the offensive line. Now you get big Jordan Vaughn, 6'3", 235, patient. And that's why first down from the goal line, you get 8 yards on first down.
It's Vaughn trying the other side, and Lamar there to stack him up and push him backwards. No gain on the play. And with time winding down, we will hit the 2-minute timeout with the 3rd down looming for Abilene Christian. 24-0. The UAC champs from Big Country, Texas. Terrific start. The march to the Music City underway. The NCAA FCS Championship coverage continues next weekend with 2nd round coverage beginning next Saturday on ESPN+. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Top 8 seeds escorted into the 2nd round with a 1st round bye. Winner of this game draws the number 7 overall seed, Southland champion Stephen F. Austin. This is 3rd and short for Abilene Christian. Short dump off. It's the tight end, Eddie Henry, who stops short of the line to gain. So on 3rd and short, they roll Stone Earl out of the pocket. He connects with his tight end. But Abilene Christian will go 3 and out, and Lamar will have another opportunity here shy of halftime.
It's a heck of a play by Lamar Evans right there. Get Eddie Henry out. It's a big body to get to the ground.
And Lamar trying to maximize whatever time's left in this first half, taking a timeout, trying to give their offense an opportunity to close the second quarter with some points. And well, the Cardinals, who trail big in this game, they do get the football first to begin the third quarter. So if they can somehow bookend a tough first half with a score, they've got an opportunity to feel like they're back in the game if they can bleed that momentum into the third.
You took the thought out of my head, and two things are working in their favor right now, Chris. Obviously the field position, but the wind as well, right? They're going to have the wind behind their back. Be able to see maybe Aiden McCown take a couple shots here. You never know what could happen, but you're right. They got to get points on the field. They got the 2 timeouts now. And you see the wind right there, but it's crucial right here. They got to be able to get something on the board and a little more creative offensively as well. And try to run the football into the end zone, but I like seeing maybe a little outside run game as well, a little play action. But boy, this next drive, they got to get the ball in the air.
Hugo Nash punting for the first time today. Fusilier will not have an opportunity to return it. Lamar will start in plus territory as the punt goes out at the 43. So a short field for the Cardinals, who took over just outside the 20 last time they had it, got all the way down to the 1, but turned aside by Abilene Christian's defense. And they have been held in check to the tune of 96 total yards this first half.
Well, if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to dial something up for number 20, Blake Thomas. He's your freshman. Guy is an absolute baller. He's a high school quarterback, super athletic. As you mentioned, got banged up early in the season. This is his first game back, but he's a difference maker, and I'm trying to figure out how to get him the ball.
First and 10 from the 43 on the slant. It's Fusilier out of an ankle tackle and tumbling to the 28-yard line. 15-yard pass play for Aiden McCown to open the possession. Tyson Williams finally made the stop.
He's the other guy. He's the other target that I look to as well.
McCown lofting, nobody there, and it lands in the end zone incomplete. Dorian Plumlee, the safety, was trying to get there in time to maybe pick off the pass.
Looking, Jaden Gerard, a little miscommunication. Not quite sure what they saw, but had a little cover 2 shell to his side. I'm not sure if he was trying to sit down. Aiden thought he was going on the 9 route.
Aiden McCown, the redshirt sophomore, on second down. Well protected, lofting the right side again, and it's in and out of the hands of Fusilier. Again, Tyson Williams in coverage, and it brings up third down.
It's fantastic coverage right there. It's actually a really good ball by Aiden McCown. I like the play call too. Anytime you can throw that slot fade against man-to-man, look at the hands he does right there. Tyson Williams, star of the game last week when he had that 71-yard punt return. It really kind of cemented that third quarter for Abilene Christian.
Probably 2 plays to get 10 yards here for Lamar. He's 2 for 6 on third down. McCown drifting back, has a man open over the middle. It's Ja'Cory Hyder, the tight end, stumbling towards the goal line. And they'll stop him short just inside the 1.
Wow. Hyder was like he was playing hide and go seek. No one could find him. There was no one in the middle of the field. A gigantic play. I thought he was in right there, Chris.
And Abilene Christian will now spend a timeout with Lamar again on the doorstep. This was the area of the field they got the football to the last time they had it, but they were turned aside.
The key right there is protection as well. It gave Aiden plenty of time to find his tight end, just absolutely all alone. Got drilled right there by the goal line. Little windmill. It's a good job securing the football too.
A 27-yard pass play, the biggest offensive play for Lamar this first half. The question is now, can they get past this purple wall that Abilene Christian has put up at the goal line?
I'm telling you, Chris, the best play in football under center quarterback sneak. If you gotta get a half a yard, how do you stop it? You cannot stop it. Maybe even a little hard count, so you don't allow the timing of number 1, Will Schaefer, who's been an absolute wrecking ball on any short down defensive plays.
Xavier Coleman, the feature back. They'll give it to him. Coleman powering towards the goal line and stopped short again.
You gotta be kidding me. You absolutely have to be kidding me. I mean, what is it, 2 inches?
Well, they keep running these plays out of the shotgun, and Abilene Christian continues to stack up the ball carrier.
Boy, that is really close right there.
Final 30 seconds of the first half. McCown keeps it and takes it in for 6.
Wow. 6 times, 5 or 6 times you go to that same play. When you finally pull, you really set that defense up. A great play call there. Coach Rossimondo gets his quarterback. Look at everybody cave in, and there's no one there. Kind of waltzes in for the touchdown.
Lamar taking advantage of a short field. They started at the plus 43. 6 plays later, 7 points for the Cardinals, an at-large from the Southland, and it could loom large with Lamar receiving the second half kickoff.
It's absolutely crucial, and you mentioned it, right? You previewed it. You said, hey, if they can get in the end zone right here, now they get the second half opening kickoff. They can do something with that as far as points. They're getting back in this game. And there it is right there. Great pull by the quarterback. Good job by Aiden McCown, and hats off to this young man, right? This card's been stacked against him all game long. He stayed steady. That's what I love about young quarterbacks, that this is part of their maturing process. And you don't snap your fingers and become mature, right? You're a young sophomore, you're on the road, down by 24, backs against the wall. You see him right there. Say, hey, all right, fellas, we got it. And that's how you mature. It's through fire that you're formed, and this young man's growing up before our eyes here today.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Finally, some points for this Cardinals offense that really struggled down the stretch of the regular season. 18 seconds left in our first half here from Abilene. And Radrian Balltrip with a touchdown grab in the first quarter, returns the kick to the 13-yard line. Nice coverage on special teams from the Cardinals, and even with this high-powered ACU offense, probably looking at a situation here to just wind down these final 14 seconds and take the 24-7 lead to the break.
Yeah, for sure. Just go ahead and kneel it down, go in. 14 seconds, and the last thing you can do if you're Abilene Christian is throw some type of pick six or some type of turnover. So just down it, maybe just one last running play. Maybe see if Jordan Vaughn can add to his stat total. This is crucial, though, for Lamar Cardinals to be able to go into the locker room with some type of hope, some type of momentum.
They do wrap up Jordan Vaughn for a loss. And that's how the first half comes to an end. Royce Malolis, junior from Cypress, Texas, his 5th tackle for loss of the season. The first tackle for loss for Lamar's defense the entirety of this first half. And the Cardinals, they do close with some momentum here as they get set to receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, just when we thought that there was no hope, Lamar, kind of like them getting into the playoffs, they thought there's no chance. And, of course, here they are today.
Coming up at the half, Lisa Salters introduces us to Tarleton State's kicker, Brad Larson, a story you don't want to miss. Plus, we'll get you recapped on all the action here and set for the second half between the Cardinals and Wildcats, an all Lone Star State showdown, the Southland and the UAC here in round 1 from Wildcat Stadium in Abilene, Texas.
Heck of a first half by Abilene Christian, and we go back into in the locker room and get all ready for the second half and come down with that same momentum.
All right, we've got Keith Patterson mic'd up down on the field. His Abilene Christian Wildcats up 24-7 here at the break. Coach Stone Earl, we know you have so much confidence in your quarterback. He put together a terrific first half. How do you sustain that the remainder of the game?
Yeah, we just got to keep taking what the defense gives us. He's forced a couple of balls, but just hit the check down when things aren't there.
Coach, what do you think about those defensive stands, the goal line stands? Will Schaefer, you sing his praises. What do you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, we had a busted coverage on 3rd and 10 and gave up the touchdown there at the end. But, yeah, our guys, we play with a goal line mentality.
Sure enough, too. Well, hats off, man. Go get the guys ready for the second half. Good luck.
You bet.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Coach.
guys.
All right, Keith Patterson trying to lead Abilene Christian to a first-round win at home for a second straight year. Wildcats 24-7 over the Lamar Cardinals through one half of football in Big Country, Texas. You're watching the FCS Playoffs on ESPN.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the FCS Playoffs. I'm Matt Schick. Tarleton State is certainly making their mark on the FCS. In their second full season of postseason eligibility, the Texans won their conference and are a top 4 seed. For kicker Brad Larson, it's the biggest stage he's ever been on, but not the most difficult challenge he's ever faced. Lisa Salters has the story of how Larson has spent a lifetime overcoming and giving back.
It's a 37-yard field goal, the biggest in school history. Can you imagine?
I said it's going to come down to me. Stadium gets twice as loud, and all I could hear is my heart.
Field goals are never just about the distance traveled or the path taken. They also require focus and fortitude, poise, and perseverance. For Tarleton State kicker Brad Larson, Those qualities were developed very early in life.
The day he was born was amazing. He was born completely healthy and, just beautiful. His dad was super excited. He went and got him a Green Bay Packer outfit as soon as we found out that it was a boy.
He was my first son. I just remember just being so happy to, to have one daughter and one son, just knowing that, one day him and I are going to be playing sports together, watching sports.
But those plans were almost immediately interrupted when Brad was 4 weeks old.
Something was blocking the air passage, and so he ended up having a surgery to clear the passage. And the doctors told us it should stop bleeding by the end of the day, and it really never stopped bleeding 100%.
Our pediatrician took one look at Bradley and said, let's walk on over to the hospital.
Brad was immediately admitted to the University of Kentucky Children's Hospital and diagnosed with acute megakaryoblast leukemia, a very rare type of blood cancer that attacks the bone marrow's ability to create healthy cells and can severely affect growth and development.
It's kind of like a parent's worst nightmare. Doctors told us survival rate was around 25%.
We were told to get our affairs in order, spend as much time with them. Don't take any moment for granted. We had several very scary days. There was one day his platelets got so low and he just started bleeding out, and I thought that was gonna be, his time. Sorry. I just had to be strong, because he needed me to be there for him.
3 rounds of chemotherapy every day. They were taking blood. We celebrated our holidays in that hospital room. We had Halloween, and I remember Stacy got him a Superman costume, and I thought that was very fitting.
After spending 17 weeks in the hospital, Brad went into remission at 6 months old and was allowed to go home.
The doctor said, now, I want to just kind of level set your expectations, with all the treatment he had. He's not gonna be your athletic kid, and he may struggle a little bit, academically, but, we're just obviously just very happy that he was alive.
Bradley, did you find a pumpkin?
Within weeks of returning home, Brad doubled his weight. And despite the doctor's concern about his development, he continued to hit one growth milestone after another.
The doctor tells you he's not going to be athletic, but it doesn't mean he can't play sports, right? So started playing soccer when he was 3 years old, and you could tell he had something special. I was just happy that he was out there kicking a ball, but he could run faster than everybody, he could dribble faster than everybody. I just remember watching him and just saying, wow, this is not normal.
Gave me an outlet. I made a lot of trips to the hospital after the aftermath for checkups, like twice a year, and I dreaded it. I was scared that the cancer was gonna come back. That was a big fear of my childhood. I would cry at night, I'd cry in the shower, I'd have bad dreams. But you play sports and you step foot on the field, you're not worrying, you're having fun, having a good time with your team.
It really kept him busy and took his mind off of things. And when we say he played sports, he poured himself into sports.
By the time he reached high school, the family had moved to Texas, and soccer had been replaced by football and a new purpose. Brad partnered with Alex's Lemonade Stand, a charity dedicated to fighting childhood cancer.
In high school, we'd be on the bus going back to our facility, and I just can't wait to get on my phone and put how many points I scored that game, because the money's in pledge amounts. It means the world to me. Because I know that my parents struggled during that time. I know it was very hard for them. And I just know how much that would mean to families.
In 2023 and 2024, Brad continued to raise money while leading Division II Angelo State in scoring before transferring to Tarleton State for his final season.
The senior transfer from Angelo State, Brad Larson from Prosper, Texas. Here we go. to shock the nation. And it is good! Tarleton State takes down Army. What a moment in program history.
In one moment, the boy who was never meant to play sports delivered Tarleton State's biggest win ever.
I went straight to my family. My dad was he was electric. And I could just see my mom just bawling. That was my favorite moment.
It was kind of hard not to have in the back of my mind what those doctors had said to us all those years ago. He's not going to be your athlete. He's not going to be your superstar. I thought of just how special it was to be there and what a miracle he was.
I think about my journey a lot. Having almost a constant pressure in your life, on the field, off the field, all that leads up to where I'm at now. The fact that I am here, that God has put me on this earth, I feel like that it's for a reason.
Brad ended up raising $14,000 in donations off of the kick against Army, and as of today has raised more than $50,000 to fight childhood cancer. And at a recent game against Eastern Kentucky, he was reunited with one of the nurses that took care of him when he was a baby. I'm Matt Schick. ESPN's coverage of the FCS playoffs continues after this break.
Opening round of the FCS playoffs here from Abilene, Texas, where the host Abilene Christian Wildcats, 24 points, 253 yards of total offense, and a commanding halftime lead over the Lamar Cardinals, with the winner taking on the Southland champion and the number 7 overall seed Stephen F. Austin next week. Our coverage continues after this. At the break here in Abilene, Texas, the number 10 overall seed, Abilene Christian Wildcats, up 24-7 over the Lamar Cardinals. We'll bring you the start of the third quarter right after this. All right, highlights from the first half here in Abilene, Texas, and ACU with a statement on the opening possession of the game. Jordan Vine, 14-yard carry to break the seal on the scoring, and Abilene Christian wouldn't look back much after that.
The offensive line doing a great job protecting Stone Earl all day. Nice little seam route there. The ball trip. And look at that. He was hot, man. First quarter, off to a great start. Graham Harrell, the offensive coordinator, dialing it up. Of course, we have our big play. Devon Gibson scored 2 touchdowns on that drive, Chris. The beautiful one-handed catch. I love the route, man. Stacks him. That right hand to the left. Just beautiful. Anytime you have a threat like that, this stretches the defense. You love that. And, of course, getting in late. That was a crucial drive for Lamar. Make this a little interesting here going into the second half.
We'll see if Lamar can sustain that late first half momentum with the Cardinals receiving the second half kickoff. Brandon Perez tees it up. And Fuselier will return it. Across the 20, about the 24. 139 yards of total offense for Lamar that first half, and looked like it was a unit that got more comfortable as the opening half went along. Abilene Christian, good chunk of their damage courtesy of their 6th-year senior quarterback Stone Earl.
Yeah, I mean, look at 253 total yards, and he was on fire. You know, he threw that late pick on that comeback route, but boy, McCown, he comes back out, and we talked about just a sophomore. He's kind of building his resume here, and this is a good way to do it on the road. Let's see what he can do here in the second half.
A true freshman, LaDamian McDowell, who came on strong late in the regular season. Back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Zion Fanua, Eastern Michigan transfer, makes the stop. And this is what Lamar's offensive output has looked like so far. They feel like they left some points out there, just as they did in their regular season finale against rival McNeese last week at home.
A couple turnover on downs there. Fourth and short, too. You're talking half a yard. And Abilene Christian, of course, super aggressive defensively. They stunted some linebackers. Will Schaefer made some big plays. But we need to be able to do both now. Get a little more creative. Here there's an early third down here, Chris. We've seen it, man. We need to get Fusilier. He's actually made some big plays. He dropped that first crosser, but he's since settled in and made some plays.
Jaden Gerard made the catch on the last play to set up 3rd down and 5. Lamar just 3 for 7 on 3rd down. ACU rushes 3. McCown tucks it on the move, and he has the 1st down and more as he sprints out of bounds near midfield. Aiden McCown with deceptive speed back there at the quarterback spot and takes it up to the 48, 19 yards.
Yeah, they're going up tempo here, and I like it, right? You get the quarterback here who he can run. He can run the football. I saw him before the game, and he looks the part as well.
New set of downs here. Xavier Coleman, who spun down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Herpin, a junior nose tackle from Pearland, Texas, swung him down.
I love seeing D linemen just lose their mind for a second. That's a big play, too, because, they're going up tempo, and you start getting a rhythm there offensively. But as a defensive lineman, to be able to shut it down, just kind of slam on the e-brake defensively is crucial for this defense here in the second half.
Damian McDowell, the true freshman, at the right hip of McCown. Another designed run, and Submarines back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Zion Fanua, another stop for the ACU defense, and it's quickly 3rd and 10 for Lamar.
Those always the plays that always stung right here. A little cue delay, and he would come from the side. That's why you get in the ice tub after the game right there, Chris. You catch it in the left ribs.
Back-to-back running plays don't net Lamar any yardage. And now in a 3rd and long situation, 2 yards shy of midfield. First drive of the 3rd quarter. McDowell motions out of the backfield. Abilene Christian brings 4, and McDowell is dumped. Chris Wright with the 2nd sack today for Abilene Christian's defense. A loss of 6, and Lamar will be forced to punt.
You talk about aggressiveness. Here we are. It's 3rd and 10, Chris. They go cover 1 across the board. Sent Chris Wright with a speed rush. 5th-year senior, transfer from North Texas. Makes a huge play here coming out of the second half.
His 6th sack of the season. Lamar had touched the punt as it rolls down to the 15-yard line. We'll have to figure out where to spot it. The officials will sort that out. We'll let you know about it on the other side. ACU with a stop at a halftime. The Wildcats have it back when we return. First round of the NCAA FCS Championship here from Abilene, Texas, where the 10th overall seed Abilene Christian United Athletic Conference champions lead 24-7. Scored on their first 4 possessions, but Lamar's defense making some nice adjustments down the stretch of that first half. And here's ACU's first second half touch.
Offensive coordinator Graham Harrell on fire in the first half, and he's going to be inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame on December 7th. And, excuse me, it's early December sometime, maybe December 9th, but you see the Q numbers right there. But he's putting up a Hall of Fame performance here in the first half, getting his guys in the right place.
Off the play fake on first down, Earl is met and dumped in the backfield. The first sack today for Lamar, and it's C.J. Miller, the sophomore linebacker, dropping Stone Earl for a big loss on first down.
Nice little fake right there, get the quarterback out, but you're right. C.J. Miller, 5'11", 225, just a sophomore, making a huge play here defensively for the Cardinals.
His second sack of the season, first today for Lamar, and their 30th as a unit. On second and long, Earl, wide side of the field, has his tight end. It's Jed Castles, pushed out to the paint back near the original line of scrimmage to set up third down.
Excellent coverage there for Lamar. Stone Earl, good protection, has to drop it down. His check down, in this case, is this big old tight end. And still, that's just sound coverage. Good assignment football here for Lamar.
Abilene Christian 3 out of 6 on third down in the first half. A chance for Lamar's defense to get off the field. The Cardinals rush 4. Earl being chased, takes it to the sideline and doesn't have much. Braden Faulkner, Jacob Faree combined to bring down the quarterback. A nice showing from Lamar's defense to open the third.
A heck of a job again, dropping back into that cover 2 zone. No one open, and of course Stone trying to make something happen. Gets drilled out of bounds by 2 defenders, and that's how you want to start off defensively if you're the Cardinals during the second half.
So Abilene Christian with points on their first 4 possessions, but held scoreless on the next 4 as Fusilier will try and make something happen in the punt return game. The shifty returner, not easy to bring down, and Abilene Christian finally drops him shy of the 40. All right, there's a marker down, and we have not had a penalty the entirety of the game, which you don't often get to say with 9.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Abilene Christian, the least penalized team in the UAC. I think they averaged 5 penalties for 43 yards, and that's a testament to well-coached football teams.
Abilene Christian's defense, as well as the offense, has played at times in this game. They have led this charge for the Wildcats, trying to make it back-to-back seasons with a round 1 win at home.
Well, they got a lot of veterans too, Chris, right? And as you stack those years of experience, and a lot of these guys too stayed with Keith Patterson, and they've invited the coaching, hard coaching at times. He has a phrase he talks about all the time. They're all about digging wells and planting trees. And what is that? Day by day, man, doing the right thing, not just for you, but also the players to come in the future in this program.
Lamar able to take the football towards midfield on the first possession of the third quarter, but came up empty. This is Xavier Coleman on first down, gets 3 yards against the inside of the Abilene Christian defense. Third season for Pete Rosamondo at the helm, the New York City native.
Had a good visit with Coach Pete. You know, he kept on talking about his detail as well, right? If they're going to win the game, it's all in the details. And a guy that we had a great time talking to. He's very successful. Built a program from scratch, University of New Haven back in the day. And that's not an easy task. And real darn successful early on and kind of just moved up the ranks. Of course, the offensive line coach at Hart, Charlotte, Rutgers, Vandy. The big win early on in the season, took out South Dakota, who was 4th-ranked team at the point.
Well, Lamar takes timeout here early in the 3rd quarter, trailing by 17 points on the road in round 1 of the FCS playoffs.
Coach
Rosamondo and Lamar with a big 3rd down on the other side, trying to get back in this game. It's 24-7. Abilene Christian defensive end Kagan Roach is a captain on this Wildcat team, plays honoring his family and especially his late grandfather, Poppy, as they call him, former Oklahoma tight end who passed away in August. You'll often see him sporting this wristband that says family football and perseverance, and play for Poppy has been a big slogan, not only for him, but for this Abilene Christian defense.
Yeah, he's a high motor guy. It's just really cool to be able to see that too. And the generations, right? Passing it down, hard work, discipline, persistence. And you see that in his story. 7th year of college football. It's funny, I was going to say he was actually about to go into the real world, man. Had a job lined up. Had a call from his buddy Chris Wright saying, hey, man, I think it was like the waiver that ended up giving him an extra year there. So
yeah, he's been well traveled in his college career, from Salina here in Texas, but he's been with Army, Blinn Junior College, North Texas, and now here at Abilene Christian. Been a big piece of this defense's success and able to get off the field here after the 3rd down incompletion out of the Lamar timeout. Another line drive punt. Williams will return it from the 30. And takes a hard pop across the 40-yard line. It's about 12 yards on the return. The NCAA FCS Championship coverage continues next weekend with 2nd-round action beginning next Saturday on ESPN+. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all NCAA championships.
Abilene Christian, they got some momentum here, right? And towards the end of the season, rolling into the playoffs, they can kind of be a scary team to get. Of course, Stephen F. knocked them out in the regular season. That's always tough, right, to come back on the road in the playoffs and get them again. So they can hold on here, it's going to be an interesting game here this next week.
Lamar, Stephen F. Austin, two of the three Southland teams in this year's FCS playoffs. Earl well protected. He'll sling it wide side of the field. And Jordan Vaughn only winds up with 2 yards on a ball that probably traveled more than 30.
That was that's a scary ball right there, Chris. He's got all day long. He's popped the lazy boy bag of chips, and then he checks it down late. That's a hit late. A little bit later, that corner could get a pick six right there. A scary ball.
Stone Earl now over 200 yards passing. Closing in on 3,000 yards for the season with a marker down and an incompletion the way of Dallas Dudley.
Not sure if they have here, if that's a...
Came from the Lamar sideline. Offside penalty. So that was a free play.
It's a big play right there too, and that's a different, I mean, because if that's 3rd and long right there, Chris, with the incomplete pass, and all of a sudden they replayed it down.
You can dial up a deep ball here potentially.
Yeah. Graham Harrell's been pretty darn aggressive. It depends on, they go to cover 2 right here. I expect some type of run.
Jordan Vaughn with a left side surge and across midfield to pick up a new set of downs for Abilene Christian into the arms of Braden Faulkner, the senior from Waco. You think about this group for Lamar. Pete Rosamondo in his 3rd season leading this program took over a program that won just 1 game before his arrival, and a lot of these seniors stuck around through the coaching change and were a part of that 1-win season, and their career gets to culminate in a postseason appearance at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, for a head coach to have guys that stuck with him, believed in what he was going to do as far as turning the program around, that's a huge blessing to have as a coach.
Devon Gibson's first catch of the second half. It takes him over the century mark, and it's another new set of downs for Abilene Christian to the 31.
Well, that's the beauty you have when anytime you're a receiver that can stretch the field, you get play action, and now you're on the comeback. That corner has to respect the 9 route or the go route. Now you create all kinds of separation when you come back down on the 5 route, that deep comeback, and love the play call. And I like throwing that route on a play action. Gives your quarterback some time, especially rolling to the right-handed quarterback. I loved throwing that play.
On first down, it's Rovon Banks. Backpedaling down to the 26. Armar Evans after a 5-yard carry for Banks. We've seen Banks, we've seen Jordan Vaughn. E.J. Wilson, who started this game at tailback and had a career-high 138 yards at Central Arkansas last week to close the regular season, has been sitting on the bench since the opening possession of the game.
Got dinged up a little bit, and I think, they got control of this game early, and I think it's a smart decision. Get EJ some treatment right away. Looked like he was just nicked up, but no sense in putting him back in when they are in control. What does that do? That allows some reps for Rovon Banks and Jordan Vaughn. Kind of like thunder and lightning combo. I like having that type of combination as running backs. Put some pressure on the defense. They not just have one, either speed or thunder.
3rd down, 5 yards to go for Abilene Christian as we wind inside of 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. This was our score coming out of halftime. A wide 2-by-2 set with the first down line just shy of the 20. And a marker down before the snap. It's the first penalty this afternoon against Abilene Christian.
They were going to dial up some pressure right there too. It's that money down. That 3rd and medium becomes 3rd and long now. Now it'll be interesting to see what happens here defensively for Lamar. Do you go back into a 2 zone or see?
Coulter Lynch.
It's like the center, yeah.
The redshirt sophomore center from Lubbock.
Looks like they might be dialing up some more pressure again. Well, Got the two deep safeties. Got two man.
Lamar brings 4. Earl slings it and has a completion 2 yards shy of the line to gain. Found Dallas Dudley. Now it's decision time for Keith Patterson and ACU. Right now the offense is staying out there for the Wildcats. They have yet to go for it on 4th down today. Only went for it on 4th down 12 times during the regular season.
I like this play right here. It's the curl route against man coverage. Always hated run routes against that. You got the two deep safety, but you got man-to-man underneath. Pitch and catch.
Lamar trying to stay in this football game. On 4th and 2, quick zip over the middle and incomplete. Radrian Balltrip, the intended target. The throw was behind him. And Lamar's defense rises to the occasion on 4th down as Abilene Christian gives it back. Nobody has scored in our 3rd quarter. 3:38 to play. Still 24-7 ACU in the opening round of the FCS Championship on ESPN. Well, you get this late in the college football season, and you can't help but think about the future. And ESPN NFL draft analyst Jordan Reed piecing together the top draft-eligible prospects at this level. A couple of Bison seemingly always on the list. Their Southpaw quarterback Cole Payton. Bryce Lance, of course, the younger brother of Trey Lance, the former Bison quarterback. Charles Demings will see the winner of this game next week for Stephen F. Austin. How about Harvard in the Ivy League championship game, losing to Yale last week, but the Crimson still making the postseason as an at-large. Jalen Jones, a terrific corner at William and Mary. The slant complete over the middle. Isaiah Jones on the move with one man to beat. And here comes Lamar with a 76-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage this possession.
Okay, just when you thought we were out of it, you're telling me there's a chance. Wow, that was ridiculous. Look at it, looks safety off, comes back, goes a little seam route. You ain't catching Isaiah Jones all the way to the house. Beautiful play. Gets the Cardinals right back in the game, Chris.
He said, put me on that next level prospect list.
That's right.
One play, 77 yards. Isaiah Jones, who didn't have a touchdown grab all season prior to last week, has now hauled in touchdowns in consecutive games. And it's 14 unanswered for Lamar as Aiden McCown placed it on the money and Jones did the rest himself.
Well, not only did he place it right on the chest, but he looked that safety off, and you could tell that he's grown up in a football household, because that's those little things right there. Look at the safety off, and and then coming backside to that skinny post. Beautiful ball.
7th career touchdown catch for Isaiah Jones, the senior from Normandy, Texas. And Lamar, with all the momentum in this football game, all of the sudden, Jones 2 catches, 77 of his 83 yards on that last touchdown. And the Cardinals, they've got some life over there on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, we talk a lot about, especially at the quarterback position, so much of the game is confidence, Chris. And right here you see Aiden McCown back against the wall, counted out, had a tough game last week. Now he comes in here and just refuses to give up. And that execution of that last play, those are the little things. And, you know, Coach Rossomando, he talked about detail. That's a detail right there. That's a little thing that a lot of quarterbacks, they overlook. And as a result, don't make plays like that. But hats off to Aiden McCown. Beautiful ball.
Short kick. Taken back by the up-back across the 35-yard line. Filet Nakun Jr., reserve wide receiver from Orlando, Florida, on the kick return for Abilene Christian. How did the Wildcats get back on track here? They led this game 24-0. It looked like they were going to run away from Lamar. It's a 10-point game with 3 minutes left in the third.
Well, it's, you know, this is one of the struggles and challenges of a coaching staff, right? You're on fire in the first half. You go into the halftime. Are the guys on their cell phones checking scores from other games? Or are they locked in? And in a world with social media and this kind of stuff, I think right now regaining focus and getting back to how they started this game is going to be key.
On first down, Stone Earl on the money to Eddie Henry, the tight end. And he rumbles ahead to the 43, 8 yards on the pass play. Lamar trying to come on back in this game. There's already been one big comeback today in these FCS playoffs. Yale, the Ivy League champion, down big at halftime. They have scored 36 second-half points and now have a 1-point lead at Youngstown State with 2 minutes to play.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
They've outscored the Penguins 36-7 at a halftime.
Oh, I love this game.
Remember, the Ivy League given a postseason bid for the first time in FCS history. There's Gibson. The reliable receiver takes it back into plus territory. Omodia brings him down, but not after 18 more yards for Javon Gibson, who's having a career day in round 1 of the FCS playoffs.
This young man is having a monster game. And if I'm Stone Earl, that skinny post right there to Javon Gibson is a play. I get that in my headset, and I'm like, thanks, coach. And I'll throw that all day long. I don't care what coverage you throw. You got someone 6'4", 215, athletic. Boy, I love that call.
132 receiving yards. That's bobbled and held onto by Dudley, who scoots out of bounds about 3 yards shy of the first down.
You follow up, skinny post, and then you go right to the outcut. On time, delivered. We talk about Stone Earl. One of the things that we overlook sometimes with this quarterback is his accuracy. Yeah, he's savvy. He can extend plays. He can scramble. All that's great, but if you don't have an accurate pass, boy, his accuracy's been on point.
Inside handoff, Jordan Vaughn pushed backwards, and it will set up Abilene Christian with 3rd and short. 2 yards on the carry. Katron Simpson, junior defensive end from Dallas, made the stop. And here's Abilene Christian in another 3rd and short situation. They call it the money down, but just 3 of 8 on 3rd down today.
You know, they went to the slant to the slot this last time when it was 4th and short, 3rd and short. I'm going Jordan Vaughn. Anytime I got a guy in the backfield, the 6'3", 235, the transfer from Wyoming, let's go ahead and put the pressure on the defense.
It is Vaughn into the teeth of Lamar's defense, and they stop him shy of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Katron Simpson was in the middle of it again for Lamar's defense. And a decision looming for Keith Patterson, who in this same area of the field last time ACU had it, kept the offense out there, and Lamar turned him away.
That's a heck of a job right there. This is probably the biggest play call of the game right here.
The first time we've seen Stone Earl under center. Off the play fake, rolling out of the pocket, throwing on the move, has his man. It's Dudley, out of bounds inside the 15. They put it into Stone Earl's hands on 4th and short, and the 6th-year quarterback delivers as Abilene Christian finds itself back in the end zone. There is a penalty marker down for a sideline warning against Lamar, which won't result in any yardage. Now, should they be penalized again for that, there would be a 15-yard penalty attached, but 19 yards on 4th and short to keep the possession moving for Abilene Christian. And that appears to be the final play of our 3rd quarter. So Lamar trying to come on back here. They trailed 24-0. Stone Earl and Abilene Christian will try and hold on down the stretch. One more quarter to play here in Big Country, Texas. Round 1 of the FCS playoffs. It's 24-14. Abilene Christian after 3. Stone Earl has been one of the most accurate quarterbacks at this level of college football this season. 67% completion rate through the regular year. And it's been even better today. 23 completions, 29 attempts. That's good for about 80%.
Well, that's why Graham Harrell can make that play call on 4th and yard and a half. Right, Chris? You got confidence. He's been around. You trust him. He's accurate. And sure enough delivers on probably the biggest play of the game thus far.
A 4th down conversion ended the 3rd, and now Abilene Christian in the red zone for a 4th down, a 4th time today. They set up the screen pass to Javon Gibson, and he's gang tackled shy of the 5-yard line down at the 6. 6 yards on the pass play. 8th catch for Javon Gibson, the one-time Baylor Bear, as Abilene Christian gets closer to the goal line.
I really like this kid. He reminds me a lot of Jaden Higgins from Iowa State, who's now with the Houston Texans. Big body, athletic, a deep threat, and a guy that clearly plays with a lot of confidence. And anytime you're 6'4" and you can run like that, to me, you're going to find somewhere in NFL training camp.
Earl keeps it. Zigzags to the goal line, and he's in. A touchdown for Abilene Christian early in the fourth quarter.
Making his wife proud, his high school sweetheart. And boy, he's got to give all kinds of props to his offensive line. And here's talk about a detail of the game. You'll see the replay here. This is Q run, right? Q counter. Look at him set up. He's acting like he's going to go wide. The defenders go wide. He cuts back underneath. That's just patient, smart, veteran quarterback. He's a threat here on the goal line, that's for sure.
His 11th rushing touchdown of the season, ran in 3 last week in Central Arkansas. And Abilene Christian, a sigh of relief here in the big country as they stretch the lead back to 3 scores. Stone Earl having a big day here in round 1 of the FCS playoffs. Well, the FCS is a loaded level of college football. Previously Division I AA, and so many of the all-time greats got their starts at FCS programs. You think of Randy Moss, Michael Strahan, the pride of Texas Southern, Jared Allen, the Idaho State Bengal, T.O., a proud Chattanooga Mock. There's some of the many FCS stars, Hall of Famers, and who knows what we might be looking at in this matchup. The Southland at-large Lamar Cardinals, the UAC champion Abilene Christian with an early fourth quarter touchdown to reclaim a 3-score lead.
Stone Earl doing his best Kurt Warner impression here today, and I had the privilege of playing with Kurt over in NFL Europe before he got big, and was the best man at my wedding, and my spiritual mentor really got me started off on the right foot, my faith, and Stone doing a great job. Same type thing, man, just making play after play, leading his team. And they're going to need that type of veteran leadership if they're going to go on in these playoffs. And I say it all the time, man. If you don't have a good quarterback that can stay steady through adversity, you're not going to really advance real far. And Stone's a guy. He's, we're joking around, the whole full circle, right? I mean, but it's true. When you live life a little bit, and you leave, kind of go through some ups and downs. Now you come back, get married, mature. no one else I'd rather have leading my football team than Stone Earl right now.
Hendon Fuselier on the kick return for Lamar and knocked backwards.
Oh, boy.
He took a big pop there. TJ Marshall on special teams lowered the shoulder and brought down the kick returner. Abilene Christian, a first-round FCS playoff winner last season at home. They blanked Northern Arizona. Their season came to an end against the defending national champs, North Dakota State. And this is how the Wildcats have lined up today. Stone Earl, Javon Gibson. That's been quite the combination on offense.
Deadly combo. And saw Jerry Rice. It's like the old Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice combo today. It seems like anything they do is working out here this morning and this afternoon, I should say, looking good.
Aiden McCown on first down, tight pocket, and down he goes.
I love watching Chris Urban on his celebrations, man. The defensive linemen, they usually don't get any love. They're just grinding. They finally are able to latch onto the quarterback, man. It's like a newborn baby latching on for the first time. He just throws him to the ground. Look at his celebration. Yeah. I just love that. Oh.
His second sack. Aiden McCown to the sideline. Remember, Robert Coleman and McCown shared the quarterback duties. Coleman done for the year. Lucas Powell, who's only thrown 2 passes all season, is checked in. And that may be a live ball as it's picked up by Fuselier. Hagan Roach knocked it loose. And the officials will talk about it, but as of now, that was a live ball, and Lamar winds up getting a couple of yards out of it.
Hagan Roach, we talked about him playing for Poppy, and he's got a great motor. Look at him just pop it right out of his hands, and he's a guy. I mean, think about this. This is his 7th year in college football, Chris. He's still getting after it, having a good time. He gets the call, driving home from a job interview, almost getting into the real world, and now he's going into the playoffs here, and we're kind of question if it's going to be a fumble or incomplete pass. I'm going to get this clarified, which it's going to be.
I think Lamar's rooting for this to be a fumble because it gets them just a couple yards closer to where they need to be. I think McCown's helmet had popped off the play prior, and that's why he was for the sideline.
It's good to know.
It was interesting to watch Lucas Powell drop to throw. The redshirt freshman did complete a couple of passes in a lopsided win against Northwestern State earlier this year. Call on the field is a fumble. All depends on how far around Lucas Powell was in his windup and throwing motion.
It's kind of hard to tell here. Probably call that either way. That's going to be super tricky for the officials to get any type of delineation. Probably going to go with whatever the call was on the field. They'll probably have to stay with it because I don't know if there's going to be a lot of conclusive evidence here. I just love the motor of Kagan Roach, man. Grandpa plays tight end in Oklahoma. He talks a lot about how his dad was his coach, and having a dad and a grandpa that played the game, invested in him well. Fun to see what he does.
Well, that'll back up Lamar, and it's an incomplete pass for Lucas Powell, not a fumble. Still 3rd and long, no matter which way you slice it here for the Cardinals. It really felt like they were back in the game after the 77-yard touchdown strike late in the 3rd to Isaiah Jones. But Abilene Christian scoring an early 4th quarter touchdown. It really feels like the Wildcats have taken control of this game again.
They really have. And I go back to that 4th and yard and a half. Graham Harrell puts the ball in Stone Earl's hand to make a huge play. The play of the game.
McCown out of the pocket. He'll tuck it and gets across the 30-yard line for the 31. Kagan Roach ran him down. 10 yards on the carry. The clock a factor here. Do you consider keeping the offense on the field?
I think so. I think you know, again, this is fighting for your life here in the postseason, and got to be able to go for it. You're down 17, 12 minutes left. This is a crucial down.
Lamar 0 for 2 on 4th down today. They need the 35 to keep the possession rolling.
Send the heat right here, Chris. Yeah.
And Keith Patterson would certainly like to. And markers down before the snap. And it could change the decision here. Cortez Winslow, the sophomore left tackle, who was named second team All-Southland earlier this week.
Well, you just made a challenge even more challenging right here, Chris. 5 yards to be able to pick up the first down. This is, again, the good news is you got the wind behind your back. If I'm Abilene Christian defensively, I'm probably still going to be aggressive right here. It's that conversation between Coach Holt and KP. They're bringing the house.
It's tipped. Almost caught off the deflection. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Dorian Plumlee got a hand on it for ACU's defense. And Lamar turns it over on downs at their own 26. Abilene Christian in the driver's seat here in round 1. They'll get the ball back with a 17-point lead after the defense turns away Lamar on 4th down for a 3rd time today. Of Abilene, Texas, the Abilene Christian Wildcats, who made their first ever FCS playoff a season ago, back in the postseason mix this year with a 17-point lead over the Lamar Cardinals from the Southland. Elsewhere in these FCS playoffs, 3 final scores. Rhode Island from the CAA, Villanova from the Coastal Athletic Association winners. How about Yale's huge second half comeback in Missouri Valley football country as they take down Youngstown State, the Ivy League champs, moving on. South Dakota 28 unanswered, a big 4th quarter lead over Drake. South Dakota State, you knew if they got in they'd be a problem. 31-point lead over New Hampshire, and a low-scoring game in Tennessee and in Hammond, Louisiana. Off the play fake, Earl lets it rip, middle of the field. Javon Gibson into the purple pay dirt for his 2nd touchdown today.
Oh, wow. Let's go ahead and put the nail in the coffin, the foot on the gas, and beautiful play action. It had me fooled up here in the booth. I thought for sure going to Jordan Vaughn. Let's take a look at the replay right here. Just great play action. And then goes to the money man of the day, Javon Gibson. Boy, just throw it up to this guy. Beautiful ball. Javon Gibson secures the catch. He's having a heck of a day.
26-yard pass play and a 1-play possession that results in 7 more points for Abilene Christian. They've scored 2 touchdowns here in the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. And Javon Gibson, who closed the regular season with back-to-back 100-yard outings, might be having his best game of his college career here today in the postseason.
This type of game is the game that gets you into an NFL camp. Like I said, the comp for me was Jaden Higgins. Double coverage, just throw the ball up, make a play. But, the combo of that type of size, but also speed and athleticism, timing, he makes that look so easy. That's not easy. Be able to high point the ball right there, and boy, if I'm an NFL scout, I'm looking at him as a sleeper. Now remember, he was highly recruited out of high school, goes to Baylor, ends up coming back here, and him and Stone, you could just tell they got something cooking here. And as you head into the playoff, deeper into the playoffs, that's what you'll need, right? Big plays at just the right time. And I like that Graham Harrell, he couldn't easily run the clock out and that kind of stuff, but they're going to need those type of plays here as they advance. And this, excellent job.
All smiles on that ACU sideline. Lamar had scored 14 unanswered after Abilene Christian came away with the first 24 points of the game. But the Wildcats have responded with 14 unanswered of their own. Javon Gibson has had his fingerprints all over this offensive masterclass from the Wildcats today. It's the first multiple touchdown game of his career.
Good time to be able to have your first match. It's been all over the field. 6 cut, doesn't matter. You got the in cut, you got the go route, you got the comeback. He's got the complete NFL route tree in him. Of course, Stone Earl, got to have a quarterback that can hit him the rock, and offensive line that can create protection. Numbers over 100 yards in the last 3 games.
The tunnel screen batted away by Noah Mangum, the cornerback. McCown trying to get it to the flat for Fusilier. So Lamar, it was an uphill climb when they fell behind 24-0 early in the second quarter. Showed some signs of life, cut the deficit down to 10, but boy, when you dig yourself that big of a hole on the road against a team like Abilene Christian, who closed with 4 straight wins after a 4-4 start, this is a really dangerous team.
A lot of senior leadership, a lot of athleticism, and oh boy.
Oh, able to find Fusilier for a moment.
Goodness.
And the ball pops loose. It's incomplete. Dorian Plumlee has been delivering some big hits from the secondary, but it was Will Schaefer that time, the All-American from a season ago.
There's a battle of ones right here. You see him take his drop, breaks on the ball, and just punishes Fusilier there. And oh boy, that's a nightmare for a receiver running any type of in-breaking route, and a linebacker that sniffs it out. That's a headache waiting to happen.
It's 3rd down for Lamar. 4 of 11 on 3rd down today. McCown, middle of the field. It's Isaiah Jones, who had the 77-yard touchdown catch in the 3rd and slow to get up after a catch and run of 8 yards. Jocelyn Malaska, the former Oklahoma Sooner and Utah Ute, delivered the big hit on Isaiah Jones.
Quite tell what happened there. Like a pretty clean tackle. Maybe it's a wrist, maybe a wrist, a forearm, perhaps.
What can Aiden McCown take away from this game, even if Lamar can't come on back?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think, like I said, a lot of times you want to be able to push a button and just see a young quarterback, even if he's come in a football family like that. I think you want to push a button and have him mature. Most often, it's through all kinds of chaos and fire.
We'll check on the status of Isaiah Jones on the other side. scary moment here for Lamar senior wide receiver Isaiah Jones, who had a 77-yard touchdown catch earlier in this second half. Landed awkwardly on an 8-yard catch and run on 3rd down, and being helped back to the Cardinals sideline.
Unfortunately, it's that left elbow when you brace right there. Yeah, that's tough. It goes the wrong way, and it's like a dislocated elbow, and praying for that young man to get healthy quick. And that's such a fantastic game too. That chunk play, getting them back into the ball game on the go route. Just hate to see that. It's part of the game that you hate to see. Hopefully, speedy recovery for him.
Jones, Lamar's leading receiver in this game, with 3 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown. Been with the program for 4 years. And you talk about the guys that have been here for 4 years that were part of a 1-win season as true freshmen and budding into a playoff contender each of the last 2 years and finally getting there this season.
That's right. It means the world to Coach Rosamondo. We talked to him about that.
4th down, Aiden McCown will pick up the 1st down.
A lot of guys would dip, and he and many others stayed, and they believed in turning the program around, and they've done it. I mean, are you kidding me? They've back-to-back.
McCown chased out of the pocket here, trying to direct traffic downfield, lofting the sideline, and out of bounds, incomplete. Tyson Williams covering Blake Thomas. Unfortunately, injuries have been a big part of the storyline for Lamar down the stretch. McCown and Robert Coleman were part of a 2-quarterback system that Pete Rosamondo is very comfortable running until Coleman suffered a season-ending collarbone injury.
I think Coleman, he's a runner too. He's scrappy, and it always puts pressure on defenses anytime you can pass and run.
On 2nd down, the dump off over the middle, LaDamian McDowell, the true freshman from New Orleans, who figures to be a big piece moving forward for this program if they can retain him.
Tell you what, Chris, Will Schaefer's been one of my MVPs defensively. He's the complete package. He's a blitzing linebacker. He can play coverage, physical.
McCown takes a shot down the sideline. Late marker comes in on another pass intended for Blake Thomas. It was covered by Noah Mangum.
He's going to get the defensive PI there, and he was asking for it. You couldn't quite tell. There's always like a lot of hand checking. I always used to hate the handsy DBs as I transitioned to receiver, the guys that were always physical. And it's funny because a lot of times you can get away with it. What hurts you is if you don't turn your head around as a DB, and I think that's what they called there.
Just the 2nd penalty today against Abilene Christian.
He got his head around, actually. I don't know. Not so sure about that. It's pretty decent coverage, actually.
This looked like Mangum's left hand, though, was holding on to the bottom part of the jersey of Blake Thomas.
Yeah, they like to do that little left hand wrap right there, and I think sometimes if you get the hand extended, that arm extended, a lot of times they'll call it.
So the penalty keeps the drive alive for Lamar. And the new set of downs at the 25. McCown with nothing available downfield. Drifting out of the pocket. Takes it down to the 10 and gives himself up right there. Well, spotted at the 11, but it's a 1st down run for Aiden McCown as Lamar gets back into the red zone on a 13-yard carry.
A heck of a job. I mean, back against the wall, down 24 and still making plays.
Well, McDowell with a marker down is dropped for a 2-yard loss.
You talked about it too. For Aiden McCown, I mean, that play right there is an example, right? You get be a defensive little mask right there.
It's on Cortland Rusaw, the 5th-year senior nose tackle, transfer from North Texas.
Yep. Squirts through right there. Looks like you just kind of got a piece of the mask right there. the 5-yard variety. But, you know, going back to Aiden McCown, I mean, I think if I summarized his game, it's no quit, Chris, right? Right? You don't see any quit in this kid. He backs against the wall the entire game, but keeps on making plays, bounces back.
Off the play fake on 1st and goal. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Blake Thomas, who came in motion pre-snap. 9:07 to play, and Abilene Christian trying to hold off Lamar here down the stretch.
You know who I've also enjoyed watching is Fanua. He's been a nice surprise for me. So he's made quite a few plays, and right there, he definitely hurried Aiden McCown. Wasn't able to check it down backside, but just their linebacking crew in general, Abilene Christian, they're stocked there at linebacker.
Abilene Christian takes timeout as they're ready for their defense for 2nd and goal just outside the 5-yard line. Winner of this game will head to the eastern part of the Lone Star State, Nacogdoches, right up against the Louisiana state border. Stephen F. Austin, the Lumberjacks, they were terrific down the stretch. Abilene Christian did beat them here in Abilene early in the season, but the Lumberjacks, an unbeaten run through a tough Southland Conference that put 3 teams into the postseason this year. And we'll take you back to earlier in the college football season. This was way back in week number 2.
Seems like the eternity ago. You see it right there. Look at that. A thing of beauty right there. 14-0. Just a little comeback. And look at this key play right there. Roach pounces on it. Johnny on the spot. They pull out the huge victory. And we talked about this, Chris, right? To be able to beat the team again 2 times in a season, super tough, and creates a fascinating matchup in week 2.
Devin Gibbs, first team all Southland tight end, the target in the back left corner of the end zone. Incomplete, so it brings up 3rd and goal for Lamar. And 4 of 12 on 3rd down today.
That's the other thing I think that you talk about, creating a quarterback where you get a guy that's in your face all game long and still stands steady in the pocket and delivers.
Off the play fake again and incomplete. Looking for Devin Gibbs again, but the throw is at his feet, and it's 4th and goal.
He'll want that one back. And Devin Gibbs, again, we talked about this stud tight end, all conference guy, 6'6", 251, and
been with the program since 2020.
His cousin, actually, Jalen Gibbs, plays on Abilene Christian. Would have been nice at Christmas dinner to be able to kind of rub it in if he would have scored right there.
4th and goal. McCown feels the pressure, gets it away. It's tipped in the air and almost intercepted, but it's another 4th down stop for Abilene Christian's defense. Rashawn Miles, the Buck Buchanan Award finalist, who Keith Patterson says practices like he's trying out for the team. And he brought the juice there on 4th down for the ACU defense.
Yeah, they talked a lot about R.J. Miles, how much they love him and what a story he's been. And you just say, they actually said, you know, it's like there was a switch that was flipped, and he was humble and coachable, and had a great time actually visiting with the linebackers coach Connor Dubin before the game, and he just couldn't say enough about his linebacking core. And of course, Rashawn Miles, his dad played here, and just a complete switch. And you know, the way he described it is he's like a T-ball kid that would play.
Jordan Vaughn found a crease, and it's an explosive run that'll take him out across the 40. Andre Huff finally brought him down, but not after 36 more on the ground for Jordan Vaughn, the 50-year senior. Only had 2 carries last week, but he's led Abilene Christian in carries today here in round 1.
It's a great lead block right there, and then it's, okay, yeah, I'm big, but I can run as well. Off to the races. And
Vaughn in his 3rd season at Abilene Christian after 2 years at Wyoming out of high school. Ran for over 100 yards in a game at Southern Utah earlier this year. Another crease, this time over left tackle. And quickly into plus territory for Jordan Vaughn, who's up over 80 yards on the day with 12 more on first down.
Big George French second, Caden Carr, Coulter Lynch, of course the Roten twins. And we talk all about the quarterback. We all talk about Javon Gibson, which we should, right? And of course Jordan Vaughn. But if you know an offensive line, especially a veteran offensive line that is on the same page, the numbers right there, not a bad yards per carry average.
They'll feed Vaughn again, this time straight ahead, and takes it down to the 40. Mar Evans on the stop. 7 more yards for Jordan Vaughn, who's now closing in on 100 yards for the day. Would be his second 100-yard game of the season if he can get there. The back out of Manville, Texas.
Looks like Josiah Fogel as well, 76 in that left guard. And one thing that's cool we talked about too, a lot of these kids, a lot of these Texas kids will go play somewhere else and many times transfer back home. And the phrase a lot of times Abilene Christian uses is bring them back home. And you've seen a lot of these young players that come back and maybe got some other experience elsewhere, but to be able to come home, now their parents can come to the game. And as they make a playoff push here, it's going to be interesting to see if they can stay healthy. And
Keith Patterson feels like his team is capable of beating anyone still alive in this FCS playoff field. He felt like his team learned a lot from last year's playoff experience. The win here over Northern Arizona, the competitive loss against the eventual national champ North Dakota State. He feels like the returners from last year's team are not just happy to be here this time around. They feel like they've got a real chance to make a run.
Yeah, and this game was a good example too. If they can start early, I think, Chris, is going to be a big thing for them, as opposed to going down a touchdown or two and then having to fight all the way back. I think this game was a good example of what could happen. If they start early, keep on putting the pedal to the metal offensively. Graham Harrell was very aggressive today. And if they can repeat this type of performance, eliminate some of the small little mistakes. Of course, Stone Earls had a marvelous day. Had that one little blemish on the comeback route that he threw late. Other than that, he's looked tremendous.
Peyton Christian, that last tackle for loss for Lamar, second team all Southland this season. Second and long, back into the hands of Rovon Banks, who slithers down to the 27. Yard shy of the line to gain. It'll set up Abilene Christian with 3rd and short. You start to think about that matchup here inside of 5 minutes left to play in a lopsided game. Abilene Christian and Stephen F. Austin, little did they know when they linked up back in week 2 that they'd be meeting in round 2 of these FCS playoffs.
That was a great call there, Chris. And it's going to be interesting to see, as far as when you walk into a week 2 playoff, okay, how much has changed since week 2 of the regular season when it comes to scheme? Example, defensively, right? Abilene Christian on their bye week moved from a 3-3-5 to that 4-3, changed things up. That's the change. And some personnel maybe has changed a bit. And you look at the overall health of each team, that'll play into it as well as they game plan.
New set of downs. It's Jordan Vaughn to the 20-yard line and closing in on 100 yards today in round 1. It's been a nice balanced attack from Abilene Christian. They were slinging it around early. Stone Earl over 300 yards passing, but Abilene Christian now closing in on 150 rushing yards for the game.
That's another key, I think, Chris, as they continue to go through the playoffs, is can you stay creative, stay balanced? I know that's Graham Harrell's heart, is to be able to keep defenses on their toes, not be one-dimensional.
25th best defense in the FCS. And Abilene Christian averaging more than 7 yards per play today. Short run there will put the Wildcats in a 3rd and short situation. Wind starting to pick up now, and fortunate to be playing this game in the weather we did. 70 degrees and sunny at kickoff. An extreme cold front is expected to hit this region overnight. Earl will keep it and plunges forward. About a yard shy of that first down, so 4th and short upcoming for Abilene Christian. It's all pretty much academic at this juncture, inside of 3 minutes on the 4th quarter clock. Abilene Christian, kind of from the opening possession, they had that statement drive, scored pretty quickly, pretty easily to begin the game. Give credit to Lamar. They closed the gap to 10 in the 3rd, but this ACU offense has been a little too much for this Cardinals team that limped into the postseason.
You know, again, we talk about it. You got a veteran quarterback, veteran offensive line, a lot of talent. And then you throw Javon Gibson, as of late, 3 in a row, 100-yard receiving games. And you got yourself a pretty formidable foe here as you get into the playoffs.
Well, Lamar's defense stops Jordan Vine on 4th and short. And it takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Abilene Christian on its way to the 2nd round of the FCS playoffs. Final 2 minutes here in Abilene, Texas. And the bracket all but filled with the Wildcats in control here, 38-14 over Lamar. They would set up a Week 2 rematch with Stephen F. Austin, a terrific game that came down to the wire here in Abilene. But no question, the FCS playoffs, it runs through North Dakota State. Championship being held in Nashville Monday, January 5th, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. The Bison in their 16th straight postseason, 22 straight wins between 2011 and 2016, and well, under first-year head coach Tim Polasek last year, they narrowly defeated Montana State, and the #1 overall seed in these playoffs, and poised to do it again this season as LaDamian McDowell has a big catch and run on first down. Are you taking the field or the Bison?
Bison, baby.
Got to be the Bison.
Cole Payton, man, he's an Omaha kid. Love watching him in high school. He's super athletic, big old lefty. Got a lot of experience, as you mentioned. They had packages, I think his sophomore and junior year for him. Now he's taken over, and He's fun to watch.
Minute 36 left in this game. And a lot of takeaways for a young Lamar team. They'll say goodbyes to some impactful upperclassmen, but have to figure Aiden McCown will be better because of this experience today and the future.
No question about it.
On second down, McCown whips it over the middle, has his man Jaden Boyd with a first down and a whole lot more to the 37-yard line of Abilene Christian. Christian Oku makes the stop.
I mean, these young quarterbacks, we talk about it, they're formed under fire. On the road, back against the wall, no quit. Tough, taking shots, still gunning them deep, you can tell.
Lets it rip again and finds Ja'Cory Hyder, the tight end. Well, Lamar going to try and get on the ball quickly here and add some points before it's all said and done. McCown well over 200 passing yards now after the last 2 completions. Going to finish strong, even in defeat. Nothing available downfield, and McCown will submarine to the 20-yard line, and Lamar will burn a timeout. 62 seconds left. You have to admire Pete Rossamondo's team playing hard until the final whistles.
Absolutely, and I would expect nothing less. You know, a great visit with Pete this week, and you can just tell he's a blue-collar guy, hard worker, leads his team well, very disciplined team, and really both programs super blessed to have both these head coaches as high character guys. And you're going to see this team again as they continue to grow and back-to-back winning seasons. Nothing to hang their heads about. And you know, they run into Abilene Christian team right here. These guys are a formidable bunch and got down early, but they haven't had any type of letdown, any type of give up, and it's a testament to great coaching.
You can't help but feel like the best is still to come for Lamar under Pete Rossamondo. 3 straight winning seasons for this program, and finally into the playoffs this year. A building block for sure. A shot to the end zone, incomplete. Blake Thomas the target, and it stops the clock here inside of a minute with 56 seconds left to play.
It's an example of Blake Thomas, just the freshman. So, you know, a guy that was banged up this year, they just got him back. So, you know, now you get a healthy Blake Thomas back. Like you said, off season for Aiden McCown as well to continue to grow and mature and get an offensive line. You're always going to have a solid offensive line with Coach Rossamondo at the helm, that's for sure.
This is third down. McCown over the middle and down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down. Jaden Boyd with his second grab on the possession. And Lamar gets closer to adding some points before the conclusion of this game. On first and goal, McCown keeps it, doesn't have much, dives to the 8-yard line, and Lamar will stop the clock again with its final timeout.
It's a good job by Fowler here. This is probably going to score right here, and he dives and kind of little shoelace tackle. Might have got banged up a bit here. Look at Roach.
Playing for Poppy, and that journey will continue at least one more week here for Abilene Christian. An inspired group.
I was just thinking, if I'm back for my 7th year of college football, this is the kind of season that I would want to come back to, right? You got a lot of talent, a lot of veterans here, and to be able to have this type of success this year and stay healthy too, because that's part of it, Chris. You just never know in football, especially at the defensive end position. There's a lot of physicalities involved, but if I'm him, I'm like, this is my type of season right here.
Second and goal, over the middle, touchdown. Jaden Gerard hauls it in. And Lamar finds pay dirt one final time in 2025 on Aiden McCown's second touchdown toss of the day.
Yep. Another Jaden. You got the two junior Jadens making plays. Again, these are two guys hopefully coming back. They've got a lot to build on here. The Lamar Cardinal program, even though they're going down in defeat today, they got a bright future. 1 for 2.
They'll give it to, nope. McCown keeps it. Major Bowden playing in his 41st career game at Lamar. Maybe he'd have an opportunity before it was all said and done. And the 2-point try fails. 38-20 the count here with 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. One of the great seasons in Lamar football history at this level. They joined the FCS back in 2010. Made the postseason for the first time in 2017. And while they'll leave disappointed today, there's certainly a lot for Pete Rosamondo and his staff to build on for the future. And there's a lot of impactful underclassmen, starting with Aiden McCown, that they can build around this offseason and try and get a little deeper next year in these playoffs.
Completely agree. I mean, anytime you go from 1-10, Chris, like to you're in the playoffs, making plays, and you know, we asked him, like, what was the difference? And he said, you know, we came in, we changed everything. You know, the strength and conditioning program, how the players are fed, how we travel, how we practice. He said, you know, we practice hard. We're not out there for a long time, but we get after it. And we value these players. We love them, but we coach them hard, but we love them hard. And for me, if I'm part of a program returning from the doldrums, that's the type of head coach that I want.
Well, Ben Woodard has it teed up at the 35. The hands team is out there for Abilene Christian. Why not see if you can try and reel off 18 points in 34 seconds?
I've seen crazier things in my time.
You know, I don't know if I have. I'll be honest. This would be a first.
Maybe not on the football field. Let me clarify that. Oh, all kinds of tomfoolery there.
And the hands team recovers the loose ball. Abilene Christian, one kneel down away from taking this thing to round 2 and making it back-to-back round 1 victories at home in their first ever FCS playoff appearances each of the last 2 late Novembers.
I'm excited for this team.
For Keith Patterson, his group was locked in from the jump. They dominated the early portions of the first. Lamar was able to make things interesting in the third, but Abilene Christian never really left much doubt this afternoon at home.
Well, talking to KP, remember their very first team meeting, January 10, 2022. He said, hey, if you stick around, you're going to become a champion. And the guys that did, and even the guys that came back, they're experiencing that as they move on to the second round.
Stone Earl, 308 yards, accounted for 4 touchdowns. A big day for Javon Gibson, who caught 2 touchdowns for the first time in his FCS career. And Abilene Christian is marching on to the second round of the FCS playoffs, headed to East Texas to tangle with the Southland champ Stephen F. Austin. 38-20 your final score today from Wildcat Stadium in Big Country, Texas. Abilene Christian keeps their season alive, and Lamar's season comes to an end here in their second ever FCS postseason appearance in the brief FCS history of their program. 455 yards in total offense racked up by Abilene Christian. They never trailed and held a 2-score lead for a good chunk of this football game today. Well, Javon Gibson has just been unstoppable down the stretch of the season. 3 straight 100-plus yard receiving games, and for the first time in his college career, multiple touchdown grabs, including a highlight reel touchdown catch in the first half that you just might see on the SportsCenter Top 10 later tonight.
That was my favorite play of the game, man. As a receiver, stacked him, one-handed catch, the right to the left. And then he got the comeback route. And then the in cut, that 6 cut right there. He's like, I don't care. Give me whatever route you want in the NFL route tree, about the skinny post on the play action. Give me all of them.
All right, Javon Gibson's mic'd up. Hey, congratulations. What's gotten into you these last 3 weeks? 3 straight 100-plus yard games, and you caught everything in your direction today.
I want to give all thanks to God, man. You know, like these last couple of weeks, you know, we really needed it, and like we couldn't afford a loss. So like, in my opinion, I just wanted to make sure that I did my part in like my game to like make sure that we won and got things done the right way. So like, you know, just really just being inspirational and not wanting to lose these last few games to get these playoffs. And like now we're running the table, so yeah.
I love it. I love it, Javon. I love being able to celebrate with your teammates as well. How's it feel, man, going to the second round of the playoffs?
Man, I mean, honestly, it feels blessed. You know, last year we went to the second round and, you know, we lost. We had a chance to win that game, but, you know, it's a new year, a new opportunity. So, you know, we're going to run the tables, like I said, and, you know, we're going to see what happens next week.
You see a familiar foe on the other side. Way back in week 2, you guys took care of business against Stephen F. Austin. What do you remember about the Lumberjacks, and what will be the most challenging thing about going on the road and taking care of business again next week?
I give those guys props. You know, a lot of those guys are athletic over there. And, you know, I've trained with a few of the guys over there, but, you know, it's just going to be who can be more fundamentally sound and who can make more plays that day.
Javon Gibson, 9 catches, $164, 2 tutties. Thanks for your time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week in Nacogdoches.
I just love the word Nacogdoches. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Say it 5 times real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the first round of the FCS playoffs all but in the books. North Dakota appears they'll hold on at the OVC champ Tennessee Tech. Everything else has gone final around the first round of the FCS playoffs. The big surprise, Yale, the Ivy League champ, erasing a big halftime deficit and upsetting 15th ranked Youngstown State. Rest of the postseason taking shape for the most part here in the FCS playoffs. Tennessee Tech, Southeastern, a couple of other national seeds that failed to take care of business at home earlier today. And, well, you get a little more clarity as you move along in these playoffs. Yale will go to Bozeman, take on Montana State, the Big Sky champ, and it'll be Abilene Christian, the UAC champ, and the Southland champ, Stephen F. Austin, another all-Lone Star State matchup. What do you look forward to in that one next weekend?
I like what Javon said. Who's going to be most fundamentally sound, right? The farther you go, the details matter the most, right? And so, and who's going to make the big plays? You get Stone Earl, to me, he's going to be the difference maker. Wiley Vet makes plays at the, you know, when big plays need to happen, big players make them. That's what I'm going to be looking for.
Tough to beat playoff football this time of year. Abilene Christian moving on. The 10th seed Wildcats will visit the 7th seed Stephen F. Austin next Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern on ESPN+. Special thanks to our producer Graham Taylor, director Jason Wold. Abilene Christian, they lead wire to wire this afternoon in Big Country, Texas, and defend home field with a 38-20 victory over Lamar. For Todd Doxson, I'm Chris Sylvester saying so long from Abilene, where the ACU Wildcats are marching on to round 2. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.